Kurt, it's a big one here today at Floyd Downfield.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it really gets much bigger than this in the way of a semifinal game where the winner gets to go down to Monmouth next week and play the state championships. We're two teams. One of the biggest rivalries around. We're separated by one road. Milledgeville Blacktop there separates these two teams. Not to take away from any other game going on today, whether it's 8-man, 11-man, but I don't know that gets much bigger than this.
Yep, this is one of two semifinals here today. 1 o'clock kickoff between the Marcos and the Missiles. Marcos coming in at 11-0. I would say the heavy favorites to win the state title game, Kurt, let alone the state title as well.
Yeah, the season they've had, if you look at their marks, a lot sticks out, but nothing sticks out bigger than that 5.3 points per game average that they're giving up. Stingy on defense, but could also score a lot of points, and they've pretty much ran roughshod over everybody this year so far, including kind of this Missiles team earlier this year.
Yeah, it's week, what was that?
I think
week 6,
right?
Week 6 these two met, and the tables have kind of flipped, Kurt. And maybe that's a good thing for the Missiles, maybe not of the Marcos, but I think Polo's, just so big up front and playmakers all over the field. But week 6, the talk was most people had Milledgeville as the favorite in that one. It was number 1 versus number 2 in the state rankings at that time, and Polo kind of handled that game, throughout from the start in that one, Kurt. Now, week 12 here we are, and it's kind of reversed. Everybody's saying that the Marcos are the heavy favorite, but like I said, I don't think either coaching staff feels real confident going into this one.
I don't think coaches are looking at the projections. I don't know that anybody's really looking at the projections there week 6 either. You could look at it from the Missiles end that it was kind of a game of missed opportunities. We thought, I think back to early in the game, we thought we had them down for safety in the end zone. Then they bust a big pass play and a big run on us. Got a turnover right away to start the second half when that game was tied, right, going into the halftime there, week 6.
Yep.
So tied up. We got a turnover right away when the Marcos got the ball first, but then we turned it back over right away. So kind of a game of missed opportunities for the Missiles there, but the Marcos did that game what they've done all year long and did not allow too many points and scored more points than they gave up. So
yeah, we've got the coin toss happening on there. We'll try to pay attention of that's always a big decision. Who wins the toss, who takes the ball, who defers. And it looks like there's the flip of the coin.
Yeah, some wind potentially a factor today. It does appear to be kind of blowing across the field.
Missiles won the toss, and I believe are receiving, Kurt, if I've seen the signal correctly. Yep.
Yeah, take the ball. If you think back to that game last week down at Cambridge, one of the big keys to the Missiles was controlling the clock, just having their offense on the field. So could be looking to keep the Marcos offense off the field, make their defense make a bunch of stops right away.
Oh, yep. Let me hold on. I fell out. I forgot to put that in.
So we're going to get a look right away at the Missiles offense, averaging 57.8 points per game against a Marcos defense only giving up 5.3 points per game. Most points they've given up all year was in week 8 to Alden Hebron, giving up 20. They also gave up 14 to the Missiles there week 6. Otherwise, a lot of goose eggs on the board for the Marcos this year.
All right, going to queue up some highlights here on our TSSR.
You can.
Yep, it's it's a big game when they start parking up by the baseball field up here, Kurt. As I said, we're gonna Milledgeville Marco fans, you guys know us, me and Kurt, Milledgeville guys here, but we're gonna give the best fair broadcast. I'm excited for this game. We're football fans, first and foremost, Kurt.
I think one of the big. We went down to Cambridge last week, and we just got to watch a football game, and that was a lot of fun. And we're anticipating kind of the same thing today.
Yep, and we might get a little intense, but we're going to be intense both ways.
And if the game recognizes game, week 6, our player of the game went to Gus Munford.
Yep,
that kid played a heck of a game. So
we've got too much respect for Coach Alston and Scholl and the Marcos. They're a team to reckon with, and we're going to do our best to keep it down the middle here. And we're anticipating just another slobber knocker. I heard a few people text me that didn't know what a slobber knocker was until last week.
How do you not know what a slobber knocker is? Apparently nobody watched wrestling in the late 90s.
Yes, I believe Barb Schenefeld was one. That was a new term she picked up there last week.
My wife commented on it too. I forgot about that.
But that's what we anticipate here. Two teams that set the tone defensively, Kurt, like you said, more than anything. Some projections, this game could get in the 30s. Their offenses are that good, but I have a hard time believing it's going to be more lower scoring than higher scoring if I was a bet man.
Seeing a lot of projections in the 20s, maybe even both teams under 20. But
the wind's a little kind of a crosswind on the
field
there out of the south.
Field there, not really affecting one of the few fields here that runs east to west.
Yeah, not going to lie, I was hoping it was going to be a little more like yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, I said that
degrees.
to somebody up on the hill when I first walked in that maybe we should have played this game yesterday afternoon.
But I guess we should feel we're not bad in the booth. Bowden or Lily up top. Bowden down on the field.
Down on the field.
They've got a little tougher take today, but overall, not a bad day for football here at Floyd Downfield.
It's November 16th, so I don't think anybody was expecting it to be 85 and sunny, but it's a little chill in the air. But it's football weather. It's playoff football weather.
Yep, the Polo Markers, like I said, coming in 11-0, averaging 51.1 points per game, allowing 5.3. In the playoffs, they won round 1, 58-20. They had 2 home games to start, 58-20 over Alden Hebron. Last week they beat West Carroll by a score of 66-0. Milledgeville Missiles, 10-1 on the year. Their 2 playoff wins, first round at home versus South Beloit. They won 52-0, and a big road victory last weekend. Kurt get that monkey off the back out of the quarterfinals and into the semifinals last week. They knocked off a very good Ridgewood team by a score of 16-12. Missiles averaging 57.8 points per game, allowing 14.9.
Yeah, a lot of people, you see the talk online, social media, whatever your views are on that, but a lot of people saying that this game kind of deserves down to be in Monmouth, but there's another good one going on in 8-man 2 a little bit later today with Pawnee and Amboy. So whoever wins this week deserves to go down to Monmouth on Friday night, that's for sure.
All right, we're going to queue up. We did some pregame coaches interviews. We're going to send you now. So the WCCI will cut away, feed on there, get a couple more ads in, then we'll be back in for starting lineups and the kickoff.
Couldn't be a bigger game, I don't think, in the state of Illinois today than these two schools. Huge rivalry, a huge deal on the line for this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a great atmosphere. Fourth time we've seen Polo in 2 years. It's exciting to be part of it. And, yeah, you're right. This rivalry game has a little more juice to the squeeze this time.
Everybody talked about the fact that you guys were able to get past that jinx of the quarterfinal round and get to the semis. Did you spend any time this week saying, guys, this isn't over yet? We got past one hurdle. Now we're on to the next.
I didn't have to say it much. The kids knew. They knew that we want to take another step. They're hungry. It just gets to be a little sweeter that it's our rivals in this case. They're hungry to show what we can do now that we're past that hump. And I think that win also cemented that, hey, we can win some tight games.
You guys got a familiar foe. You threw some different things at Ridgewood that I don't think anybody was expecting. As that comes into today, giving Polo a few more things to think about has to make you feel good going into the day, doesn't it?
Oh, it definitely does. We do so much anyways, and they do a lot too. I sort of got a taste of our own medicine prepping for them because they have lots of different looks, and now we do as well, and that's just one extra layer they got to prep for.
Living Good is, everybody knew he was going to be a key component of your game. Playing quarterback last week, maybe threw a little bit of a change to Ridgewood, and you guys were able to take advantage of that early.
Yeah, it was a big change. Coach Noble calls our plays, and he's been wanting to have Carter at quarterback. He was talking about it all summer, and I thought, hey, we need guys up front to block first, and we've developed some of those guys and as the season's gone along, and so Carter, he's just a great athlete, and I think that if you had a team full of Carter Living Goods, you can put them at every position and have a darn good football team.
Okay, Polo brings a lot to the table, too. What's going to be the key for you guys if you had to pick one today?
Just one thing. We got to tackle. Last time we played them, we didn't tackle very well, and that's the biggest thing. I thought overall we played a pretty tight game. We just let them squirt out on us a few times.
All right, good luck this afternoon.
Thank you. Thanks for the coverage.
Back to you guys. Hey, you guys are used to being here. That next win would be nice, wouldn't it?
Well, obviously, yeah, next one would be nice. This goes a little bit beyond just the rivalry, with the state championship on the line. So the rivalry adds a little intensity for the communities. But for the coaches, it's just basically about trying to get to that state championship.
You guys do the things you do, and you do them well. They threw some wrinkles in with Living Good at quarterback last week. I'm sure you're glad you got to see that a week before you had to see it in person for the first time.
Yeah, but I'm sure they're going to have some other wrinkles that they'll be throwing at us. So, you just have to be prepared as much as you can and hope when those wrinkles come out that you can deal with them.
You've got some kids back. Are you guys pretty healthy for today? I know you brought some kids back last week and maybe a couple more this week.
I would say for the most part we're fairly healthy, yeah.
So what's going to be the key? If you had to pick one thing for Polo today to be the key, what's going to be the key for you guys?
I think just being able to move the ball on the ground will be huge for us. Line of scrimmage today for both teams will be huge.
Now, they were having struggles to get to the semifinals. You guys are used to that. Is that going to be an advantage to be in the semis with a championship game berth on the line? Is that an advantage, or does it even matter at this point?
I don't really think that matters. I think, the play on the field by both teams will determine it. And, at this point, the kids will be fine, I'm sure, and on both sides, and it'll just come down to who plays better.
All right, Coach. Thanks for talking to us, and good luck this afternoon.
All right, thank you.
Welcome back here to Floyd Downfield on the campus of Milledgeville High School. We're moments away here from the kick. We'll go over the starting lineups here quickly. First for the Missiles on offense, Carter Livingood at quarterback, Spencer Nye, Mike and Tom Smith running backs, tight end Connor Johnson and Evan Shank, guards Caleb Sarber and Dalton Adamek, and the center Jackson Sidmore. Defensively for the markers, we're going to defensive end Damon Rowe and Noah Dewey, defensive tackles Logan Nelson, Jeffrey Donaldson, linebackers Gage Ziegler and Kalen Goldbertson, cornerbacks Mercer Mumford and Gus Mumford. The Missiles are head coached by Jason Roble, assisted by Brad Grenoble, Austin Caravia, Cal Engelkins, Cameron Dautine, Ryan Kendall, and Cody Druce. Marcos head coached by Ted Alston, assisted by Cliff Bardell, Matt Scholl, Jeff Barger, Tyler Meridian, Jesse Culbertson, and Jalen Bickett. Kurt, it's time to put all the talk to the side and let's play some football here.
Let's get this thing going. Like we said, Marcos are going to kick off here to the Missiles, who have Jaden Promenschenkel back deep. Yeah, I got to imagine that this ball is going first level or second level, though, here. Yep. But maybe they'll kick it deep.
Number 14, Jordan Reed, to tow it up here for the Marcos, and we are underway at Floyd Downfield. 8-man semifinals goes through the hands of Promenschenkel. He picks it up and going to have nowhere to go. Good coverage there by the Marcos, and they're going to pin the Missiles deep inside their 20, about their own 14.
The Missiles going to actually have the ball inside the 15-yard line. That ball went right through the hands of Jaden. They did kick it deep. Maybe had a chance, but slowed up by not cleanly fielding the ball there.
So 1st and 10 for the Marcos, and it is Carter Livingood starting his second consecutive game in at quarterback for the Missiles.
Yeah, Missiles looking for a little bit more ball control here. Just going to kind of grind it out.
So double tight end set.
We're going to have Spencer Nye down on the line.
Tom Smith and Adamek in the backfield next to Carter in the shotgun formation. Going to be Mike and Tom Smith taking the Wildcat snap, but he's off the left side, and Mike is going to break it. Mike is across the 40, 50. Is anybody going to catch him? 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, and he's going to take it to the house for a Missile touchdown. Oh, my goodness, Kurt. What a way to start this game.
What a way to start the game for the Missiles. Carter Livingood trots in with the play. We have Spencer Nye and Caleb Sarber down on the line. Not normal for Spencer Nye, but Adam Mack in the backfield with Living Good. That went straight to Micah Tom Smith, who followed his blockers in Adamak and Living Good, and then housed it.
86 yards. Tom Smith down the left sideline. Oh, my, what a start.
What a start to this game. Holy cow.
Now, this is the important part here, Kurt. The 2-point conversion, so key last week in the Missiles
saw
victory.
That last week. This is basically what earned the Missiles their victory.
The difference in the game. Carter Living Good shotgun formation right up the middle. The push.
With the push.
And he is in. 2-point conversion good. 8-0 Missiles on top. But guess what? The Marcos offense gets a chance to answer. So we're just going to keep it right here. We haven't had enough time to talk, Kurt.
I'll say, this game, did the clock even start?
Oh, my. 86 yards, Tom Smith, and then Carter Living Good answers right up the middle. Missiles lead here, 11:39 still on the play clock. It's 8-0.
Yeah, last week, what phrase did we say a lot? Big play here, something like that.
Yes.
What a big play to start the game for the Missiles. One play, taking it from the 14-yard line all the way to the house is Micah Tom Smith. Got the crowd going along the sideline for the Missiles fans. Now the defense has to come out and stop the Marcos so that we continue momentum here for the Missiles.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Gus Mumford in this Marco offense has been a train all year.
Yeah, the Marcos are more than Gus Mumford. He's got a lot of weapons he likes to go to as well. Big up front.
Coach Roble there, if you look like a genius taking the ball. That's always a toss-up whether to take the ball or not.
What a good choice there by Coach Roble on that one.
The Missiles never led in that first contest, Kurt.
No.
They tied it at 8, but that was as close as they got, so they have their first lead. It might be most likely
might be the first lead anybody's held over Polo this year.
They might have gave up one early to somebody, and we're not sure. But
they
have not trailed much, if at all year.
The Marcos have number 12, Billy Lowry, back to receive for them.
Spencer Nye into kick. That most likely means a Squid onside kick here.
Problem with this crosswind here.
Keeping
Never
the ball
thought about
on
it being a
tee.
problem with the kicking game.
But Nye tees it up.
Missiles are going to have a chance
it
of
up,
those out
and
of bounds.
Goes out of bounds near the 50, so the Marcos are going to be set up with good field position.
Short field here for the Marcos to work with.
About their own 49-yard line.
Well, we saw the Missiles offense versus Marcos defense match up. Now it's time for the other matchup everybody was looking forward to, the Marcos offense versus the Missiles defense.
Well, it went out of bounds at the Marcos 49, so take 5 more yards up there in real good spot here. Going to have a 1st and 10, ball on the Missile 46-yard line. Mumford under center, I formation, Gulbertson and Dewey in the backfield behind him. Double tight end set.
Missiles kind of low in the box here.
Goes in motion, going to
Everybody's
hand it
up.
Dewey. Dewey off the right side. He's met right at the line of scrimmage.
Hit right away by
Living Good
Carter
on the
Living
stop.
Good. Jackson Sidmore in there as well with Evan Shank coming over. We do have a Marcos player down.
And an injury. Logan Nelson, the lineman, down, and we're hoping he's okay here. Not what we want to see the first series for the Marcos.
Big 6'4", 305-pound offensive lineman senior for the Marcos here is down on the field.
So while they're down on the field, we're going to take a quick timeout here on TSSR Game Time Live, and we'll be back after the short break.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Welcome back here to Floyd Field. Logan Nelson helped off the field here to the Marcos sideline. So 2nd and 9 here for the Marcos after Dewey gets 1 here, Kurt.
Yeah, good play there by the Missiles on first down. We're hoping the best there for Nelson.
Mumford going to keep it off the
option
left
play here.
side, and Mumford breaks it. Mumford inside the 30, down inside the 24, loses the ball, but it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Mumford with a nice gain down the left sideline
good
here.
Play there by the Marcos. Little read option play there for Gus Mumford. Mumford doesn't look like a kid that would be hard to bring down, but he has proven that he is hard to bring down. Caleb Sarber had a chance. I thought Evan Schenk early in that one.
26 yards there for Mumford. 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball on the missile, 19-yard line.
Not sure of defensive assignments, but I thought Evan should have had the quarterback on that one and somebody else have the pitch man. We just kind of missed there. Looks big gain for the Marcos.
54, Esteban Salinas in at the right guard for Nelson for the Marcos. Now they split Dewey out to the right here. Shotgun formation for Mumford and the Marcos.
The Marcos definitely have the depth advantage here over the missiles, so when it comes to players going down, you'll see that they'll have more people to fill in.
Gains a few down near the
Jackson
16,
Sidmore
17.
out there with Evan Schenk and Micah Tom Smith and Caleb Sarber. Old Saber also in on that tackle.
Gain of 2 there for Mumford. 2nd down and 8. Closer to 3-yard gain there. 2nd down and 7. So 2nd down and 7. Ball just outside the missile, 16-yard line. Marco's trying to answer right back here.
Mumford gets his instructions from Coach Olson there on the sideline, breaks the huddle.
10:28 to go first quarter. Shotgun formation for Mumford. Ziegler to his right. Mumford is going to keep it right up the middle again. Breaking tackles again. Nye finally brings him down. He's close to a 1st down. Going to have a gain of about 6.
I think Adamak in there. The slightly trip him up at first, but kind of broke through that with Spencer Nye able to bring him down.
Now they backed him up. Gain of about 5 on that play, but 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2 here for the Marcos.
Ball on the missile 11-yard line. Mumford sees the play call from Coach Alston. 9:50 and counting in this opening quarter. Milledgeville 8, Polo 0, but the Marcos are on the doorstep. 3rd down and 2. Shotgun formation once again for Mumford. And Mumford is going to keep it this time off the left side. And
taken down nicely.
He's close.
But he's close to the 1st down.
Might have the 1st down. I think he's going to get the 2 yards, and they signal 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Marcos.
We're going to be 1st and goal
here. 1st and goal for the Marcos at the missile 9-yard line.
Living Good able to bring him down, come in there and get a shoulder on him, but he falls forward for the 1st down. There it is, Mumford.
9:25 and counting. Opening quarter of play. Both teams looking to answer on their first possession here.
Yeah, different styles so far here, but Marco's looking to cash in.
Mumford once again, shotgun formation, double tight end set. Ziegler to his left. Mumford going to keep it off the left side, and Living Good in the backfield.
Then met by a flight of missiles.
Going to be a loss of about 3 back to the 12-yard line.
Carter Living Good with the first hit cleaned up by Dalton Adamak, Saber, and Micah Tom Smith flying in. It's going to back up the Marcos a little bit here.
2nd and goal from the 12-yard line. See all the crowd gathering around that end zone at the moment here, Kurt. They'll walk old school football field. Both fans walking both sidelines
One of my favorite things about Floyd Dog Field, though. Just move with the play. Who needs bleachers?
8:30 and counting as Mumford goes back to the huddle. 2nd and goal from the 12. Play clock winding down 3 seconds. Mumford's going to have to go in a hurry. He just does get it off.
They're going to go to the air here.
Play flake, and he flips it up to Dewey just over the head of Schenk. Dewey got a hand on it but couldn't quite reel it in.
Schenk had a chance, but Dewey still had a chance there, too, to make a play on that ball.
3rd and goal from the 12. 8:14 to go in this opening quarter.
Yeah, I kind of assumed the Marcos, I almost said that I expect them to go to the air here at least one of these plays.
Mercer Mumford checks in. Corbin Cavanaugh checks out for the Marcos. Had to rush that one off, but did get it off in time.
You got to imagine Mercer Mumford, one of his brother Gus's favorite targets here.
So now 2 wide receivers to the right. Mumford and Dewey split out to the right. Shotgun formation for Mumford. Mumford drops the snap. Now going to be pressured by Nye, and he's going to get sacked. Ball's out.
Caleb Sarber's on it.
Sabers got it for the missiles. Turnover here. Mumford was pressured initially by Living Good. Living Good first, Nye second, and then Saber cleaned it up.
Play held up a little bit, slowed down for the Marcos because a little trouble with the snap there between the center and Mumford. That allowed the Missiles defense a little extra time to get in there quickly. Carter Livingood with the first hit. Cleaned up by several other people. Spencer Nye, then Caleb Sarber, Old Sabre, able to fall on it for the Missiles.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 16-yard line. 8:06 to go in the opening quarter. The Missiles lead 8-0 and have the ball back. Double tight end set. Johnson and Shank in at tight ends. In the backfield is Nye and Tom Smith, this time with Livingood shotgun formation. Livingood takes a snap, going to run it right up the middle, gains across the 20 or 21, gain of about 5.
Gain of about 5 on the play. It's now 2nd down and 5.
Looking down there on the field, I like the matchup there we just had of Caleb Sarber, 5'4", 145 pounds. Nice block on a 6'3", 250-pound Wyatt Plockno.
Plockno, an all-stater.
Yeah. But Caleb Sarber actually had a real good kick-out block on him that gave a little room there for the lead back to lead Livingood through for a good gain there on 1st down for the Missiles.
2nd down and 5, ball on their own 21-yard line. Livingood comes back to the line, double tight end set, same formation as the last time. Tom Smith and I in the backfield. Play clock winding down. Livingood takes a snap. Not much there this time, sniffed out nicely by the Marco defense. 82 Gulbertson in there.
Carter Livingood still able to get a couple more yards there. That pile was pushing. But a host of Marcos in there on that tackle.
3rd down and 2.
Yeah, that play almost looked for like maybe a gain of yard, but that pile was still moving there, and Livingood just wasn't going down.
3rd down and 2, ball on their own 24-yard line. 6:53 and counting in this opening quarter play. Milledgeville 8, Polo 0. Missiles taking their time, calling out this play here. They're going to have to go hurry. There's only 10 seconds. They might have to take a timeout here, Kurt.
Yeah, get lined up. Going to get it off, I think, here.
Nope. Coach Roble going to go down as he senses this is a big play. Didn't want to rush things. So 3rd and 2 here. Timeout taken by Coach Roble. And the Missiles are first here. We'll just keep it right here on TSSR Game Time Live and WCCI. So 3rd and 2, as I'll go over the starting offensive lineup here for the Polo Marcos as well. Did not get through them offensively. Gus Mumford at quarterback. Fullback is Caleb Gulbertson. Running back Noah Dewey. Tight ends Damon Rowe and Corbin Cavanaugh. Guards are Wyatt Plockno and Logan Nelson. And center Jeffrey Donaldson. Missiles defensively, Carter Livingood and Dalton Adamek at the defensive ends. Jackson Sidmore at the defensive line. Linebackers Micah Tom Smith and Caleb Sarber, as well as Spencer Nye. Cornerbacks Evan Shank and Connor Johnson. So now coming out of the timeout here. With 6:32 here to go in this opening quarter of play.
3rd down and 2 for the Missiles.
Marco's offense against his potent, or the Missiles offense against his potent Marco defense. Stingy all year.
Yeah. Only giving up 5 points a game.
Adamek in the backfield. Livingood going to keep it off the left
Follows
side.
Adamek,
Pushing the pile across the 30, 35 running. Finally tackled down there by 44. Wyatt, a late flag came in late. We'll see what we got. So went from the 24 up near the 36.
We're moving it
and going to have a face mask maybe.
Yeah.
So gain of 12 there for Livingood on 3rd and 2.
5 more yards added on that face mask on the Marcos.
So 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball now up to their own 41-yard line. 6:25. Clock now winds. Missiles in their all orange, or they're all black uniforms, black helmets, black jerseys, black pants with orange lettering and orange and white trim.
Let's hustle up to the line. We got 10 seconds on the play clock here.
Livingood shotgun formation.
Little
Once
unbalanced
again,
line here.
Hand it
Read
to Tom
option.
Smith, and
Ooh,
Tom Smith tripped, might have got lost his footing there, but making the play. Damon Rowe came in from the defensive end side by the Marcos. Knocks him down for a loss on the play.
Yeah, a little unbalanced line read option coming the unbalanced way. I think Tom Smith might even tripped up on Livingood there. Livingood was wrapped up as he was reading that. Smart decision, the hand off to Micah there.
Big negative play there for the Marcos. That was Coach Ted Olson talking to him on the playoff show. He commented on Damon Rowe, the breakout defensive player for him this year.
He was
Makes
in.
a big
He
play
blew
there.
up that play. He was in, and he blew up that play right away for the Marcos.
Living good under center. Gonna pitch it to Nye. Nye off the left side. Not sniffed out nicely. Mumford all over that one.
Marcos
no gain on
the
the
ball.
play. Going to be 3rd and 12. Nice.
Mumford in there initially right away. Then good pursuit by the Marcos defense.
Yep, Dewey did a good job of the defensive end spot, setting the edge there as well. 3rd and 12 now for the Missiles. 5 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Milledgeville 8, Polo 0. On a gusty afternoon here at Floyd Dobb Field.
Sun peeking out a little bit right now, it appears. Wind slightly dying.
3rd and 12. Missiles go quickly to the line, under 10. Shotgun formation. Looks like Tom Smith going to take this snap off the right side this time. And here comes a flag, and I believe this is going to be on the Missiles here for
probably going to go
movement.
back. I think we had a little bit movement early, a little legal
Got to
procedure.
think you're the Marcos decline this one. It's going to be 4th and about 8.
A little illegal procedure on the Missiles.
Penalty is declined. 4-yard gain for Tom Smith. So 4th and 8. So now we expect to see.
Probably a punt team for the first time today.
Yep, back to receive the punt is Mumford.
Mumford himself's going to go back for it.
Adamek set to do the punting duties. Wind the clock. 4:30 to go in this opening quarter. The Marcos get a defensive stand here. Missiles did move it away from their own end zone, though, Kurt. Tom Smith, the long snapper, gets it to Adamek. Punt high up into
right
the
to Mumford.
air. Mumford's going to have a shot at a return. Gets through the first couple tackles.
Mickelson there.
Tackled by
Taken
Adamek.
down by Adamek and Sidmore.
So 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball on their own 42-yard line. Now you almost feel like both teams have settled in here a little bit, Kurt.
Yeah, momentum seemed to all be riding Milledgeville there, but a good defensive stand by this Marcos defense. It would have been a big one there for the Missiles to march this one down and punch in another score, but they forced the Missiles into a 4th down and a punt. Now their offense marches back on the field.
Marcos drove it inside the Missiles 10 the last time, but Missiles defense comes away with a turnover. 4:10 to go in this opening quarter. Back comes Mumford and the Marcos. Dewey split out wide to the right. Ziegler in the backfield off to Mumford's right. Shotgun formation. And Mumford going to keep it off the right side. Now he's going to pitch it to
Nice
Ziegler.
tackle there by Evan Shank.
Shake on the stop. Holds.
Good coverage on that one by the Missiles. They had one person on Mumford, on the quarterback, one person on the pitchman, then able to make those open field tackles. So important in 8-man football to be able to make an individual tackle like that.
Ziegler gain a 1, 2nd and 9. Ball on their own 43-yard line.
We have not seen Nelson back up at all.
Number 12, Bill Lowry in offensively here for the Marcos.
For the Marcos, who went down on the Marcos' first offensive play.
Dewey once again split out to the right. Mumford shotgun formation. Dewey goes in motion. Going to be the sweep to Dewey off the left side, and he's going to be Saber and Nye there on the stop. But a good gain on the play.
Yeah, good gain.
About 5, maybe 6 there for Dewey.
About 6 on the play. It's now 3rd down and 3 for the 49ers.
3rd down and 3 here for the Marcos. Ball on their own 49-yard line.
Marcos showing their depth here as they're able to run in 2 players.
13 in there, Daniel Johnstone.
And I believe 82 also came
Goldbertson
back in.
Yep, so Mumford looks to be under center this time. Goldbertson and Plockno is now in the backfield. 3rd down and 3 here for the Marcos. Dewey under center, going to keep it off the right side. He's going to be
short of the first down.
Gains 2, going to be 4th and 1. Now decision time here for Coach Alston and the Marcos.
Yeah, just across midfield. About 1.5 yards, 2 yards here to go. You got to imagine the Marcos are going to go for this one.
So 4th and 1, yep, just ball across midfield. Coach Ted Alston talking to the Gus Bus here on the left side. 2:45 and counting in this opening quarter of play. So here come the Marcos, quickly under center, I formation. Nope, now they're 2 split backs in the
Whichever
backfield.
team
Mumford
can get the
right
better
under
push
center.
here is gonna win.
Nope. And timeout taken by the Missiles. Robles going to use.
Roble not happy with the lineup here.
So with that, we'll step away for a quick timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
High School would like to thank all the business.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
The watering hole in downtown Augusta is open and says good luck all area teams this season. Stop in for a cold drink Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. with happy hour 4 to 6. Then Saturday, 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. You can watch the game there today. If you aren't there, get there. And Sunday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Watering hole says good luck to all area teams.
Happy with something about the way the Milledgeville Missiles were lining up for that play, able to get a timeout off just in time.
Now see the Marcos change it up. They're going to go shotgun formation now.
Marcos had a just straight up quarterback sneak on the
Mumford
platform.
grabs the ball, ball's loose, and it's going to be a turnover on downs regardless, but the Missiles have it. Another turnover. Adamek with the recovery, I do believe. Mumford never handled that ball cleanly out of the snap.
Little snap issues again. Marcos march back up, go the shotgun on that play when they had just a straight quarterback sneak under center plan, but the Missiles able to get a timeout just before that play. Come back out in shotgun. Mumford can't handle the snap again. Missiles defense pursues.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 46-yard line. So the Missiles set up in prime field position. Living Good once again, shotgun formation. 9, Tom Smith in the backfield, double tight end set.
Living Good calling out some blocking assignments here for the Missiles.
Living Good going to keep it off the right side. Got blockers up front. Living Good's got room down the sideline. Going to be pushed out of bounds by Mumford inside the 30-yard line. See where they mark him. All the way up near the 25-yard line. 21 yards there. Living Good off the right side.
Good lead blocking out here with Spencer Nye and Micah Tom Smith. And then gave Carter Living Good the edge to get a first down here for the Missiles.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marcos 25-yard line. 2:16 to go in this opening quarter. Adamek in the backfield with Living Good and Tom Smith. Shotgun formation for Living Good. And an offset to the right. They're going to run to the left. Living Good up the middle. Plockno there. Ziegler as well. Gains about 2.
That ball was close to being jarred out there by the Marcos. Living Good got to shore up the ball a little bit more there, but nice job holding on.
Beaver Miller tuning in. Kevin Hessendorf, thanks for listening there, guys.
Yeah,
my dad tuned in as well.
I think I had a Brian Simpson checking in.
2nd down and 8 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 23-yard line.
Brian Simpson said he's unfortunately listening from home, not feeling the greatest, so he decided to stay home, but if we listen closely, we might be able to hear him yell.
Or he might be able to hear us yell up here. 1:40 and counting opening quarter. Living Good under center now. Tom Smith and 9 in the backfield. Living Good just going to keep it right up the middle. Plockno there, sniffed that out pretty nice, but the Missile push inside the 20 near the 19. Going to gain about 4.
Yeah, faked that lead there, the Micah Tom Smith, and just followed him right up the hole.
3rd down and 5 here.
Manageable 3rd down here for the Missiles when we're
about
no longer
4. Long 4.5.
So no longer punting ground here, so we got 2 plays to get a first down.
Ball just inside the 20. Need to get to the 15 for a first down.
Goal here is to just not move backwards.
Under a minute to go in this opening quarter. Milledgeville 8, Polo 0. Living Good under center. Double tight end set. Tom Smith and Nye in the backfield. Living Good gonna fake it to the left and now dives forward, but short gain.
Short of the first down.
Going to be about 4th and about 2.
4th and 2 for the Missiles.
Gain about 3.
Big play here now for the Marcos defense. Can they step up?
Kind of an option play that time.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that out of the Missiles offense this year. He did the fake pitch and kept it himself. 4th and 2. The Missiles do not have to run another play here.
Yeah, the Missiles are going to probably let this one go down to the second quarter here. We'll move the other direction.
Yep, and the crowds are going to walk to the other end of the football field here as well. After 1 quarter of play, Milledgeville 8, Polo 0. We'll be back after the 60-second timeout.
At the end of the first quarter,
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is the Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb.
Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. Another big play here, Kurt. Moments ago, the Missiles stopped the Marcos on a 4th and 1. Now the Marcos trying to return that favor here. 4th and 2 for the Missiles. Ball on the 17-yard line of the Marcos as we start the second quarter here.
Marcos need their own 4th down stop here. Missiles hoping to keep momentum going, pick up first down.
Yep, shotgun formation, 9, Tom Smith in the backfield. Double tight end set. Living Good takes a snap, going to try to rush it off the right side. Living Good looking for blockers. He's going to have the first down. Now he breaks free down the sideline. Did he stay in? He did not.
Stepped out of
he
bounds.
Did not. Now to the 9-yard line, gain of 8 for Living Good.
Down. Needed 2, got 8.
They found something on the edges here, Kurt.
Yeah.
First and goal.
You can just see the Missiles there. Stringing that play out's not the right term, but we've found the edge several times successfully, including our very first play of the game, straight to Micah Tom Smith.
First and goal for the Missiles, ball on the Marco 9-yard line.
Marcos are big up front, so maybe they also are a team with a lot of speed, but maybe if we're a little bit faster, we can find our edge here.
Living Good shotgun formation. Living Good going to try his luck right up the middle this time. Breaking tackles, breaking tackles, and he's in for a Missile touchdown. Living Good, 9 yards right up the gut. And the Missiles strike again.
Whether it's the edge or right up the middle, it doesn't matter. Living Good's going to find a way. Broke some tackles. Good blocking up front.
The Missiles extend the lead here to 14 at the 11:45 mark here in quarter number 2.
Big 2-point conversion again. We're in a situation here where I don't know that there's any score going in at halftime that feels comfortable for either team.
No. So 2-point conversion for the Missiles. They were 2 for 2 in this category last week. Living Good under center. Double tight end set. Nye and Tom Smith in the backfield. Living Good rolls to his right. Looking to throw it. Going to be pressured. Now does throw it. Incomplete. Marco's get a big defensive stop there. 11:45 here to go in this opening half of play. Milledgeville 14. Polo 0. We'll be back after this quick timeout.
Barkley Bills Company, a hat brand built on 2 staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybillsco.com. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more barkleybillsco.com hat. Wishing good luck to all athletes this season.
Another score for the Missiles, Kurt. They extend the lead 14-0 with 11:45 to go here in this first half of play.
Yeah, obviously still a lot of football left here. Like I just said, I don't think there's a halftime score that either team feels comfortable with going in.
We got Coach Downey's dialed in and listening to his first 8-man action of the season. Appreciate that, Coach Downey.
Never thought I'd hear the day.
And a great season he had with the Stockton Blackhawks. That's going to be a team to reckon with.
So you got those Blackhawks going, and they're young.
So now Adamek, or is it going to be Nye to kick it off here? They're both kind of lined up here. As back deep is Lowry. Adamek's going to kick it deep.
Ball's
and going to go out of bounds. So we'll see what Coach Alston elects to do. Going to take the ball about the 35-yard line.
Take the ball on the 35. They're rushing out the offense here.
See if the Marcos can answer back. I got to believe it's the first time they've trailed by 2 scores all year.
Yeah, there's no, well.
Giving up 5.3 points per game.
Say, what did I say earlier? They've had 2 games where they've even given up 2 scores, so I doubt they've ever trailed by 2 scores.
No.
So some unfamiliar territory here for the Marcos, dominated all season long.
A team that is, been enforcing 8-man. They're not going to blink,
no,
believe me.
2 state championship titles in 8-man for the Marcos here.
So 1st and 10, here comes Mumford and the Marcos to the line. Double tight end set, Gulbertson and Dewey in the backfield. Going to be a pitch to Dewey. Dewey off the right side, living good first, but Dewey got free down the right side, pushed out of bounds. Going to be a nice gainer there near midfield, up from about the 48-yard line, gain of 13 yards for Dewey and the Marcos.
Yeah, living good had a chance there in the backfield, just missed with the outstretched arms. Noah Dewey with a gain of 12 there for the Marcos.
1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball on their own 48-yard line. Clock stops as he goes out of bounds. 11:39 to go here in quarter number 2.
Marcos finding the edge on that play.
Yep, they're big and powerful, but they have quickness too.
Yeah.
Mumford under center. Mumford going to be the trap, and Gulbertson's got room off the right side. Gulbertson off to the races. 30, 20, 15 down inside the 10-yard line before Johnson gets him down. Great, just a little trap play there, Kurt.
Little misdirection there from the Marcos. Most of the Missiles defense moving the other way. Nice little inside trap there by the Marcos. Gulbertson taking it down.
50 yards on the play.
6-yard line. Ran down there by Connor Johnson.
About 48 yards on that play. Officially 46 yards for Gulbertson. 1st and goal for the Marcos. Ball on the Missile 6-yard line. Dewey.
Right up
or
the
not,
middle
excuse me, that's Mumford. Quarterback push inside the 5, down near the 2-yard line maybe.
2 or 3 here for Mumford on that play. He's going to get the ball down to the 3-yard line.
Just inside the 3.
Inside the
2.5.
Second goal, ball just inside the 3-yard line.
Give them about 3 there. Now 10:45 to go here in this second quarter. Missiles 14, Polo 0, but once again the Marcos knocking on the door here. 2nd and goal from the 2.5-yard line. Mumford under center, I formation behind him. Gulbertson goes in motion, going to hand it Dewey. Dewey pushing. He's in for a Marco touchdown. Dewey and the Marcos answer right back, and it's 14-6.
Yeah, like we said, nothing comfortable here that both teams can strike in an instant. And nice little drive there by the Marcos and put themselves on the board for the first time today.
Yep, huge answer there by the Marcos offense.
We've seen Milledgeville convert on 1 and not convert on their other 2-point conversion, so this is a big play for the Marcos.
Dewey runs back to the huddle here. Mumford, shotgun formation.
He's got Ziegler in the backfield with him.
Off to his right. Going to think Mumford's going to keep this. Now going to try to throw it. Throws it up, and is it caught?
On to it.
It is caught there. Nice catch there by Dewey in the corner of the end zone there. Nice pass there from Mumford, and the 2-point conversion is good. 10:24 here to go in this second quarter. Milledgeville 14, Polo 8. We'll be back after the 60-second timeout.
Barkley Bills Company, a hat brand built on two staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybillsco.com. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more barkleybillsco.com hat. Wishing good luck to all athletes this season.
Welcome back here to Floyd Downfield. The Marcos with a quick answer there, Kurt. Just a little, took a little over a minute. Big run there by Gulbertson to set him up. And then Dewey got into the end zone. Reed set to kick off here for the Marcos. Going to be the squib kick.
High bounce.
Nye receives about his 35-yard line, up across the 40, 45.
Nye able to get that ball up to the near the 45
about the 43-yard line.
Out of bounds short of what we thought he went there.
So
yeah, good answer there by the Marcos. One big play and then able to punch it in a couple plays later.
So 10-19 to go in the second quarter. Missiles take possession, 1st and 10, ball on their own 43-yard line.
Got some chain issues over there. Looks like we're caught up. I don't know. Now they got her loose, set up, ready to go.
Shotgun formation once again for Livingood. Tom Smith and Nye in the backfield with him. Livingood off the right side. Tackled nicely there by Rowe. Going to keep him to a short gain of about 2.
Good tackle on the outside there by Damon Rowe for the Marcos. Play that's seen success pretty much every time it's been ran by the Missiles today. Rowe able to fire in that time and bring Livingood down.
Just across the 45, about 2.5-yard gain. 2nd and a short 8 or a long 7. However you want to look at it there, Kurt.
Yeah. Let's go with a long 7.
Livingood once again, shotgun formation. Double tight end set. Livingood going to keep it up the middle, and another short gain. Just a gain of 1 that time.
A couple yards on the play. Now, 3rd down.
Yeah,
3rd and 6 now.
Able to move that up to now it's definitively 3rd and 6.
So, big chance for the Marcos to get their defense off the field here. 3rd and 6, 9:13 to go in the second quarter. Milledgeville leads 14-8. Adamek now in the backfield. Looks like Tom Smith going to be lined up in this Wildcat formation here once again. Heavy line to the left side. Tom Smith going to keep it off the right. Tom Smith breaking tackles, and he's going to have the first down.
Say first down for Mike Tom Smith.
Gain of about 8. Ziegler there on the stop.
So I couldn't tell. Ziegler made the stop. I couldn't quite tell who got a hold of Tom Smith's jersey there. It might have been number 9, McFalls.
So 1st and 10 for the Missile. Ball on the Marco 46-yard line. Big conversion there by the Missiles.
Mumford might have been in there to grab the jersey. Micah Tom Smith was able to drag him for the first down for the Missiles.
8:40 and counting in this second quarter of play. Sun starting to peek out every once in a while.
Yeah, every now and again it gives us hope.
Tom Smith once again lined up here in the Wildcat formation. Off to his right is Livingood.
Yeah, offset line again a little bit here.
Tom Smith going to keep it off the left side. Lunges.
Brings it to the strong side.
Ball down. Say the ball was down.
Ball was down, but I believe he was down. Ball did come out, but Micah had already dropped.
5.
Have another Marco player, a little slow getting up, but his teammates are going to help him up here.
Gulbertson up to his feet. 82 is Gulbertson checking in as number 2. JT Stevenson. So 2nd down and 5 for the Missiles. 7:50 to go in this second quarter.
Coach Downey's text message actually reminds me, congratulations to the Stockton Blackhawks volleyball team. They fell short today in the championship game, but can't sneeze at being state runner-ups.
Livingood off the left side. Ziegler there on the stop. Going to be gain of about 3. Going to be 3rd and 2.
Gain of a couple yards on the play.
Another message. Tom Neubauer checking in. Appreciate you, Tom. He's up in Wisconsin at the sports page in Belmont.
3rd and 2 here for the Missiles.
So 3rd and 2.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
As we approach 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 3rd down and 2. Formation is Coach Grenoble, and the Missile's going to go with this time. Under center.
Good under center.
Double tight end set. Living Good in there under center. Gonna drop back to pass. Gonna air it out. Looking for Shank, and boy, lots of contact there. And there comes the late flag there.
Looking for his flag.
Yep, number 1 was all over. Had him triple covered just about, but a lot of hand fighting down there, Kurt.
Don't know if that pass necessarily should have went to Shank, but Shank, a lot of grabbing down there before that ball was even there close.
Missiles. I said, I'm not sure that's one you want Living Good to throw there necessarily.
I'm not sure he should have threw that one.
Pass interference here on the Marcos.
Kind of catch a break here, doing the Missiles. Triple covered Evan Shank.
15-yard penalty. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 23-yard line. 6:39 to go here in quarter number 2.
Missiles driving again.
Tom Smith, Wildcat formation once again. Tom Smith gonna keep it, go off to the left side. 44 there, the first contact. Pulled into a short gain. Donaldson.
Caleb Sarber coming around on the weekend of that setup there, pulling around.
Gain of 2
Couldn't
there.
quite get the kick out block that Tom Smith needed to bust that one for a few more yards.
2nd down and 8. Ball on the Marco 21-yard line. 6:15 and counting here in this second quarter. Living Good gets instructions from Coach Grenoble on the sideline. Heads back to the huddle here. Great crowd on hand here at Floyd Dobb Field.
The hill's packed with cars. Both sidelines packed with people.
Living Good under center now. Tom Smith going to be off to Nye off the left side. Nye near inside the 20, down about the
little bit of a sweep there around the far end or near
line.
end here to Spencer Nye.
Gain of 2 more. Going to bring it up 3rd and 6.
Again, Missiles got 2 plays here. They gained 6 yards.
So it's so tough to move the ball against this Marco defense.
Yeah, this Marco defense hasn't happened to only give up 5 points a game because people move the ball on them all the time.
They make you earn every yard. 3rd and 6, ball on the Marco 19-yard line. Wildcat formation for Tom Smith and the Missiles. Living Good and Adamek to his right. Shotgun formation. Going to keep it off the right side and short gain there. Going to be 4th and about 5.
That time.
About the 18-yard line.
Going to make 4th down a little bit tougher here for the Missiles. Now they got to get a full 5 yards.
Coach Grenoble sends in the play call. 20 seconds on the play clock. Play clock as Living goes back to the huddle. 4th and 5. Ball on the Marco's 18-yard line.
Living Good going to go under center here.
Yep, Living Good goes under center. And it looks like I
think that got Spencer Nye.
Spencer Nye jumped here. The Marcos did too, but I believe Nye went first. So the officials having a conversation now.
I gotta imagine this ball's coming back unless there was something I didn't see.
So now the officials telling the Polo coaches to cool it over here. Dead ball, false start here on the Missiles. They're going to make it now 4th and 10. So 4th and 10 now. Marco's trying to get a big defensive stop here. 4:27 to go in this first half.
Yeah, big play here after the Marcos last time marched down, put a score on the board.
3 wide receivers to the right. Living Good shotgun formation. Shank out here to the left. Living Good going to drop back to pass. Gonna throw it up to Tom Smith, and it falls incomplete.
Down.
Good coverage there by Mercer Mumford, and the Marcos get a stop here.
Not a bad ball there by Carter Livingood, but good coverage by Mercer Mumford deep in the end zone there on Micah Tom Smith. Made it hard for Micah Tom Smith to see that ball, not able to come down with it. Turnover on downs here. Polo's going to take the ball over with a chance to tie or take the lead.
Yep, big defensive stand there by the Marcos. They have 4:10 to go on this first half play clock, and I believe all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, say they have not used a timeout. Missiles have used 2.
Back comes Mumford and the Marcos. Double tight end set. Goldbertson and Dewey in the backfield. Goldbertson goes in motion. Mumford going to keep it off the right
up
side.
a little bit there.
Short gain of about 1.
Mack, Tom Smith, and Shank all in there near the tackle. Brought down initially by Adamack.
Second down and 9 here. New thing the Marcos have going for them as well. They will receive the ball to start the second half here, so a chance to double up here.
I actually spoke with Dalton Adamack's dad today. I saw him. He was watching a little YMCA basketball action, and he lives down in Florida, so he appreciates the K&K show. And they usually have a little watch party down there.
He said that we're big fans
he said
down
we're well known.
He talked to me as well. So 4th and 9, Mumford under center. Goldbertson goes in motion. Going to be a pitch to
out.
Dewey. Dewey going to be met after another gain of 1. Going to be about 3rd down and 8. So 3:15 to go on the play clock as it continues to run here. 3rd and 8 for the Marcos. Ball on their own 26-yard line. Almost about 3rd and 7. Looks like they need to get to the 33-yard line. 3rd and 7 for the Marcos.
Jake Chapman will listen in again.
Joe Letty's tuned in as well. Appreciate you, Joe.
Jake Chapman hauling some ammonia.
So 3rd and 7. I think Mumford and the Marcos going to air this one out here, looking to his favorite target, Dewey. Mumford shotgun formation. He's going to roll right here, and he throws it. Dewey runs a nice route, gets open there. Up across the 42-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Nice route by Dewey. Nice about the 43-yard line.
Very nice route. The only option that Mumford had there was Dewey. Dewey made a nice move out here on Connor Johnson to get back to the ball. Johnson not able to recover. 1st down, Marcos.
17 yards to Dewey on 3rd and 7. Big 1st down there for Mumford and the Marcos. He did get out of bounds as well. 2:32 to go in this first half. Milledgeville 14, Polo 8. 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball on their own 43-yard line. And now Coach Alston going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be back right after this 60-second timeout.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Ryden Farm Supply, located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974. Ryden Farm Supply can meet all your needs for LP seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in this area. Customer service is one of their specialties. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121.
Welcome back. There we missed a play there. Mumford goes off the left side, but stopped for a 2-yard loss there, Kurt.
Yeah, Saber outside, Caleb Sarber outside, able to bring him down. They had similar setup to that big pass play before, but Dewey lined up on the other side.
So 2nd down and 12. Clock continues to roll. We're at the 2-minute mark. Ball just across their own 41-yard line. Shotgun formation for Mumford here. He's got Dewey and Mumford off to the right side here. Ez going to roll out. He's got Mumford there and breaking a tackle Getting out of bounds there. Shank couldn't bring him down. That's Mumford to Mumford.
Yeah, the Mumford connection. Mumford and Sons there. That's a big break of a tackle out here by Mumford on Evan Shank. It's going to be a more manageable 3rd and 4th down here now for the Marcos.
9 yards there.
It's going to come down the little things here, like not jumping on a big play or making a tackle to prevent a bigger gain. So which team's going to make fewer mistakes, essentially?
1:42 as the clock stopped. He gets out of bounds. Ball sitting right at midfield here. 3rd and 3 for the Marcos. Dewey and Mumford split out to the left. Shotgun formation. Ziegler's off to his right in the backfield, and Mumford's going to take a timeout.
Marcos burning another timeout here.
We'll just keep it right here. As another big play here in this game. Marcos used their 2nd timeout, so each team with 1 timeout remaining, I do believe.
Yeah, it should be right.
1:42 on this play clock here. 3rd and 3 for the Marcos. Gus did not like something there.
He was upset about some setup, and even when he was coming off to the sidelines here, still upset about something. Had to be kind of redirected there by Coach Alston.
So both teams huddling up here. Coach Alston with his guys. Coach Roble talking to his guys. We'll check some scoreboard action. Have not been checking many scores. We've been too focused on this game here, Kurt.
It's been a good one, as advertised.
As we'll see if the Marcos can convert here. 3rd and 3. Ball on the 50-yard line.
3rd down and 3 from the 50 for the Marcos.
So 3rd and 3. Mumford shotgun formation. Mumford goes in motion. And Gus going to keep it right up the middle. And he's going to have the 1st down, I do believe. He's right at it.
A little short. We're going to mark him a little short here.
Brought down by Adamick. I might have to bring the chains out here, Kurt. It's going to be real close.
Looking at the far official, he's nowhere near it.
So it's going to be real close.
We're going to have a timeout for a measurement.
So we'll give you a shot of the chains here. It's either going to be 4th and inches or a 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball just about on the missile 47-yard line.
Have her stay in on the measurement.
They're going to stay right there on the measurement. The chains are going to come across, so just let them come. And if the white hat gets out of the way, you'll be able to see it really well.
Here comes the measurement.
Here comes the measurement. Always exciting times for the chain gang.
Yep, the officials kind of take charge here and measure it. Going to be just short. 4th down and inches here for the Marcos. 1:28 to go here. Clock will wind once they set the ball back for play.
Probably about
looks like
7 or 8 chain lengths there short of the 1st down.
Looks like they need to get right to that 47-yard line, Kurt.
Which line can make the better push here?
And I can guarantee you this field's dead on.
Yeah. No mistakes here. Field looks great, like always.
So got to think this is going to be a quarterback sneak here with Mumford. 4th and inches.
Yeah, last time the Marcos were in this situation, they lined up, went quarterback sneak, but then we had called the timeout. They came back in shotgun.
Just waiting to get the chains reset here on the sideline before they go. 1:28 to go in this first half. Milledgeville leads 14-8.
Which line can get the better push here? Who can come in and fill in?
Mumford under center. Jeffrey Donaldson, the big center. Mumford keeps it, gets the push, and he's going to have the 1st down. Nice push there by the Marcos offensive line. Gets the yard needed. 1st and 10 for the Marcos. 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball on the 46-yard line. Clock rolls. 1:20 to go here in this first half.
Both teams with the timeout here. Clock is moving for the Marcos.
Dewey off to the left side here this time. Mumford shotgun formation. Ziegler to his right. Mumford drops back to pass and gets it to Ziegler. Ziegler's going to be tackled there by Knight inbounds. Even keeps the clock running. Yeah. A gain of 1, maybe none.
Save.
No gain on the play.
Maybe a couple inches, but basically no gain there. That's a nice open field tackle by Spencer Nye when it looked like Ziegler there was going to have some open space.
2nd down and 10. 40 seconds to go here in this first half. You got to think they're going to take a shot here to Dewey one of these plays here, Kurt.
30 seconds
2nd down and 10.
Here.
Ball on the Missiles 46-yard line. Mumford goes back. Shotgun formation.
Got to have somebody on Mumford here to make sure he doesn't just do a simple quarterback draw.
As he's going to run it to the right side. Mumford's just going to try to take it. He's bumped out of bounds there by Saber.
It would have been a tough
Loss
throw, but
of 2 on the play there by Mumford.
Would have been a hard throw coming this way and thrown back across field, but I think the Missiles got lucky on that one because Johnson had let Dewey go there on the opposite side. Maybe thinking that Mumford had already taken off with the ball.
3rd and 12 for the Marcos. Just 14 seconds remaining here in this first half.
I think the Marcos might have missed one there, and I think the Missiles defense might have got lucky.
One Mumford heads back to the huddle. Might have to call him Gus and Mercer. 3rd and 12 for the Marcos. Ball back. Ball on the Missiles 47-yard line. Shotgun formation for Gus Mumford here. And now they're going to use their final timeout here. I believe. Timeout. So it was the play. I had lost track of the play clock here. We'll just keep it right here. Don't want to miss any of this action here. 3rd and 12. Ball on their own, on the Missiles 48-yard line. Marcos are now out of timeouts, Kurt.
Yeah, I had totally forgotten about the play clock there. That must have been why that timeout came in. I didn't even notice that was winding down.
So the Marcos got to heave something long here or get out of bounds quickly. Yeah. If you're the Missiles, you just got to tackle them short of the chains and inbounds.
Tackle and keep everything in front of them.
14.6 seconds remaining. What a ball game we've had here so far, Kurt.
Yeah, as advertised, Missiles responding to the earlier kind of thumping week 6. Marcos have not relented here. Again, nothing's comfortable going in the halftime here. We're set up for quite the second half of football action here at Floyd Dobb Field.
Yeah, like I said, we'll try to check some scores as we're going along here as well. Montini 14, Princeton 7. So 3rd down and 12 here. Leroy 13, Galena 0. 3rd and 12 for the Marcos. Ball on the Missile 48-yard line. Shotgun formation for Mumford. Mumford drops back to pass. Going to be pressured by Adamek, and he affected that throw there. Pass falls incomplete, and it's going to be 4th and 12.
Pressure by Adamek. Mumford not able to really step into that throw and even get that off. I was watching the pressure. I don't know if he had anybody deep or not.
So got to think you just punt it back here, don't you, Kurt? There's only 10 seconds remaining.
I don't think you want to find yourself in any trouble here throwing something out, but I don't know that you can necessarily keep it on the ground.
So 10 seconds to go here in this first half. 4th and 12. Look like the Marcos are going to go for here, though, Kurt. Ball on the Missiles 48-yard line. Got to go quickly. 5 seconds on the play clock. Shotgun formation for Mumford. He's going to look to his left. Pressured by Living Good. Now going to roll it out there, and it's going to be – oh, Shank had a chance to intercept it, but just backs it. Stop the clock. Stop the clock. Should have a few seconds left on the clock here. They will look here, hit 0, but yeah, there was some time on the clock. We'll confirm. Looked almost like Shank take that interception there, Kurt, and maybe return it down the sideline.
Evan should have maybe got that.
Oh, they are going to say that is the half here. So at the half, Missiles 14, Polo 8. We'll go over the first half stats here first for the Marcos. Mumford 12 carries for 39 yards. Dewey 5 carries for 23 yards and a touchdown, 2-yard touchdown run by Dewey. Gulbertson 1 carry for 46. Ziegler 1 for 1 through the air. Mumford 2 for 6 for 26 yards. On the play, Dewey 1 catch for 17. Mumford 1 catch for 9 yards. 2 penalties for 20 yards for the Marcos. For the Missiles here, we've got Tom Smith, 7 carries for 104 yards and an electrifying 86-yard touchdown to start things. Nye, 2 carries for 2 yards. Living Good, 12 carries for 95 yards. Through the air, Living Good just 0 for 1 with no completions. Missiles, 1 penalty for 5 yards. And the big thing in this game, Kurt, so far, the 2 turnovers by the Marcos.
Yeah, I'd say if you look at the turning points of the game. Marcos have gave the ball away 2 times that the Missiles have pounced on. Missiles has converted on 2 touchdowns. Only 1 2-point conversion, missed the other one. Marcos put in their 2-point conversion, so we're sitting at 14-8. Missiles setting the tone early with that play, that opening play by Micah Tom Smith, showing that we don't remember week 6. They don't remember week 6. They're coming out to play, but we are set up for quite the second half of 8-man playoff, second half action here. Winner gets a trip to Monmouth. The other team just has to watch from home.
Yep, appreciate the other listeners here. Leroy leads Galena 21-7 at the half. Scott Frederick sent me that one. Big Mac tuned in as well. Thank you guys for listening. But, yeah, I expect this one's going to go all the way down to the wire here, Kurt, I do believe.
Yep, this one's going to use every last minute, second of the second half clock. Big plays by both teams. Nice job by the Marcos not, fighting, continuing the fight, not giving up when they got down early. I do think the Marcos, it looks like they lost one of their key linemen there in Nelson. I haven't seen him the rest of the game after going down on their first offensive play, so we're hoping the best for him. But otherwise, as advertised, first half of football.
Yep, 2 physical football teams going at it here with the Missiles leading 14-8 at the half. With that, we'll step away for a halftime break, and we'll be back for second half coverage of the Missiles and the Marcos. Spencer and I to tow it up here. We're ready for second half action. Missiles in the Marcos. That ball's going to be kicked out of bounds.
Yeah, legal procedure again here.
So Marcos will have good field position near probably about their own 44-yard line or so. Second, we're 24 minutes away, Kurt, from who's going to go down to state next week, next Friday night in Monmouth.
Yeah, 24 minutes here separates two towns 10 miles apart from a berth to the I8FA state championship game down in Monmouth next Friday night.
So 1st and 10 for the Marcos. They get the first crack here on offense to start the second half. Going from east to west here at Floyd Dobb Field.
Wind continues to blow north
Mumford
to south
under
across
center.
the field.
Boy, looked like they got an early start there. Yeah. Goldbertson stopped immediately. No gain on the play.
Shank there to meet him in the backfield, cleaned up together with Micah Tom Smith. Yeah, there was something odd about the start of that play. Somebody jumped and it wasn't called, or maybe a little exchange problem from the center to Mumford there, but either way.
Just underway here. Second half, Missiles in the Marcos. Missiles lead 14-8 here. 2nd and 10 for the Marcos. Ball on their own 44-yard line.
When you think about home field advantage, Missiles granted this game because the Marcos got 2 straight home playoff games. Maybe slight advantage for Missiles coming in. They got to go inside at halftime.
Yep, pitch out to Dewey. Dewey off the right side. Gonna gain about 3 yards or so.
Connor Johnson out there to wrap him up. Cleaned up and pushed out by Micah Tom Smith. Gain of 3 yards there by Dewey.
Yep, Missiles with a home field advantage, but like I said, the Marcos had won the last 2 games here at Milledgeville. Missiles won their last game at Polo, so home field advantage hasn't meant much here lately.
Home field advantage hasn't meant much to the Marcos or Missiles here.
So it's 3rd down and 7 for the Marcos. Ball on their own 47-yard line. 11-12 to go here in this third quarter. Just underway here in the second half.
Missiles fans would love a reverse of last season's fortunes, where it was a Missile victory at home at Polo Land during the regular season and a Marco victory.
Mumford under center, going to keep it as Livingood did a good job sniffing that out. No gain on the play. Going to be 4th and 7.
Mumford did a nice job getting out of that initially, but then he ran into a train of Missiles. Nice job there by Dalton Adamack helping Mumford up. Mumford is a little gimpy and a little slow. He took a shot.
He's a tough kid.
Yeah.
So
I think the Marcos are going to punt this one away.
Tom Smith goes back deep for the Missiles here. 10:45 and counting as the Marcos punt team comes on the field. So back to punt. Is that 81, Kurt? I can't see.
I thought. Yeah, no, he's not turned the right way.
Landon Burnett, maybe. Or no, it's Dewey. 31, sorry.
Dewey.
Gonna take it and keep it. I'm not sure if that was by design, Kurt. But the Missiles are going to get the ball back. 1st and 10, ball on the Marco 44-yard line.
I can't imagine. Maybe that was the plan there. I thought Dewey was just kind of sidestepping to the right to find a lane to kick the ball away from Tom Smith. But then he did try to run with it. But Missiles ending up with great field position here because of the decision to not punt that ball.
1st and 10 for the Missiles, ball on the Marco 44-yard line.
Adamack in the backfield, offset line here. Got one to the left of.
Yep, Livingood shotgun formation. Livingood going to run it off the left side. Dewey does a good job spinning him down there for a
little bit of a missed block there on the outside by Adamack on Dewey.
3 yards for Livingood off to the left side. I said every yard is earned against this Marco defense. Just both defenses here today, but. 2nd down and 7 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 41-yard line. Under 10 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Livingood runs back to the huddle after receiving instructions from Coach Grenoble. Livingood shotgun formation. Tom Smith and 9 in the backfield with him. Double tight end set. Livingood bobbles it, but keeps it. Now red darts in the middle. Livingood 25, 10, 5. He's in the house for a missile. Touchdown right up the gut. Livingood bobbled the snap and off to the races.
That snap taken out of shotgun there by Livingood and went straight to his chest. Kind of missed his hands. He kind of had to regroup to catch that ball. That might have allowed time for that hole to open up even more, but, man, he busted through there. Nobody there. Dewey with a chance. Couldn't catch up to him. Missiles on the board. First drive of the second half. Now lead 20-8.
Living Good, 41 yards right up the gut of the Marcos defense. And the Missiles lead 20-8. And the all-important two-point conversion once again here. Missiles attempt from the 3-yard line. 9:29 to go in this third quarter. Living Good, shotgun formation. Adamek and Tom Smith in the backfield with him. Living Good going to keep it right up the middle. Push.
Pushing the pile.
Push, and he's in. 2-point conversion, good. And the Missiles extend the lead here to 22-8. 9:29 to go in this third quarter. We'll be back after this short timeout. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. The Missiles, Kurt, get a 3-and-out, and then Living Good races 41 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's a good start for the Missiles offense in the second half. Started with the defense again, though, getting a stop, sending them to fourth down, and the offense able to punch it down. Carter Living Good straight up the middle for the touchdown, straight up the middle again for the 2-point conversion. Spencer Nye here to tee it off.
Nye with the squib kick, going to be recovered.
Going to be fielded.
Up to across the 45, 47-yard line.
Stevenson there, number 2 for the Marcos.
Good field possession here once again for the Marcos. 1st and 10 for the Marcos, ball on their own 47-yard line.
Former Milledgeville Missile teacher and staff member on the football team, or football coaching staff, Alex Leaf, listening in. We thank you, Alex. Appreciate you.
16-0 Lee win on top of Gibson City. Melvin Sibley in the first quarter. Dixon trailed at the half to Cole City 14-7. 22-8 the Missiles lead. 9:22 to go in this third quarter. Back comes
a lot of football game left here at Floyd Dobb Field for both teams.
Mumford shotgun formation. Mumford gonna drop back to pass. Pressured there by Living Good. Now rolling to his right, and he's just gonna throw it out of bounds.
It's a smart play there by Mumford. He had actually nobody over there. Pressured by Caleb Sarber, initially by Carter Living Good. I don't know if somebody ran the wrong route, but it would be odd to me that he rolled that direction, or maybe it was just a straight-up run. They were hoping some misdirection.
So 2nd and 10 here for the Marcos. 9:16 to go in the third. Something the Marcos don't prefer to pass, but they can do it. Mumford is thrown for over 500 yards on the season, 8 touchdowns, just 1 interception. Favorite target is Noah Dewey. Going to have to go quick here, 5 seconds. I don't know if they're going to get this one off here.
They might have to burn a timeout here early.
2. Mumford. Oh, ball goes, gets a fortunate bounce to Lowry, but Adamek's there to bring him down.
That ball bounced off of Lowry. The Marcos had the rush to the line that time. That clock was moving down. I think maybe the center, looking at the time, knew he needed to snap it. Hit Lowry in motion there.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Not totally certain how Lowry even ended up with that
fortunate
ball.
Bouncer bounced right back to him.
These footballs
bounce funny directions sometimes, but that time he got a nice basketball bounce.
That one actually bounced like a bounce pass right back up to him.
3rd and 12 for the Marcos. 8:40 and counting in the third quarter. Mumford shotgun formation, 2 receivers to his left. Going in motion is Lowry. Mumford looking to air it out. He's got Dewey there. Ziegler, but he overthrew it.
Overthrew him slightly, hit in the backfield by Jackson
Adamek
Sidmore.
put the pressure.
Adamek with some pressure.
Adamek and Sidmore. Pass falls incomplete.
Carter Living Good held off on his rush over here by maybe a little bit of holding, but good blocking up front on his side.
Another looks like punt here, but I think if you're the Missiles, you almost go base defense here, Kurt.
Say, last time they had the punt, I'm not totally certain what Dewey was doing, if he meant to run it or was just looking for an alley, the punt there. But we do have Micah Tom Smith deep.
For the Marcos. Dewey going to get this one
get
away.
This one off.
Tom
deep one.
Smith going to go. Nope, let it go out of bounds.
Yeah.
Nice punt there by Dewey. Going to pin the Missiles deep here.
Missiles are going to be pinned down inside of the 15-yard line, around the 12 or 13.
It's like 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 12-yard line. Scott Fredericks now says Dixon on top, 14-13. The Dukes regain the lead there. Now the Marcos need a 3-and-out here, Curter. If you're the Missiles, you want a long drive, even if you don't put points on the board.
Missiles looking to burn clock here. Hopefully for them, ends in a touchdown. Marcos need a stop.
8:22 to go in this third quarter. Milledgeville 22, Polo 8. Shotgun formation for Micah Tom Smith this time out of the Wildcat formation. Going to run it off the left side. Tom Smith running over one defender, gets to the sideline. Nope, they're going to say he's inbounds up near the 20.
Yeah, I think you put the brakes down there, out there on the north end of the field to stay in bounds, cut it back in a little bit.
Gain of 7 there for Micah Tom Smith. 2nd and 3. Ball on their own 20-yard line. Under 8 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Allie Schmidt listening in. Another Missile alumni.
Living good now. Going to take this snap out of the shotgun formation. Tom Smith and Nye in the backfield with him.
Calling out some instructions here. Play clock going down.
Gets a snap. Going to try it off the right side.
Nice seal block there by Micah.
Close to a first down. I think he's going to have it.
Had a nice sealed block there by Micah Tom Smith.
Gain of
there
4.
On Ziegler on the outside. Ziegler was able to then break through and get enough of Living Good to bring him down, but a first down for the Missiles.
Now 1st and 10 for the Missiles. The ball spotted on the 25.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 25-yard line. As we approach 7 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, no rush here for the Missiles.
Nope. If you're a Marco fan, the clock's going too fast. If you're a Missile fan, the clock's not going fast
too
enough.
Slow.
Micah Tom Smith out of the shotgun formation this time. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Tom Smith going to keep it off the left side. Short gain there. Gain just 1.
Yeah, Micah Tom Smith runs it that time to the weak side. Had a guy that beat out there in Mumford, but Mumford was able to make the tackle.
Oh, excuse me, Scott. I had that wrong. Now Dixon down. They were down 13-14. Now they're down 20-13. Should have known Scott's not very good at numbers. So 6:20 and counting in this third quarter. 2nd and 9 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 26-yard line. Living good. Now out of the shotgun formation. Nye and Tom Smith in the backfield. Double tight end set. Living Good going to try it off the right side. Living Good's got room. Living Good's got more room. He's near the 40-yard line. About the 39-yard line.
Yeah.
Gain of 13 yards off the right side. 1st and 10 Missiles.
Nice blocking up front. Milledgeville winning that up front battle today. Week 6, I would say they did not, but definitely the day they're outsized on the line. The loss of number 74, Logan Nelson, does hurt the Marcos a little bit in size.
Yeah, he was one that did not play, usually mostly offense, so subbing in offense, defense. But Plockno has kind of got a banged-up ankle, so he has been limited on the defensive side.
Plockno's left ankle there is taped up on the outside.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 39-yard line. 5:30 and counting in this third quarter.
Living Good out of shotgun here. Flanked by Tom Smith and Spencer Nye.
Living Good takes the snap. And we push up, gains 2, maybe 3. Still driving those legs. Living Good. Farm strong there up near the 43.
That kid's throwing some bales around in his life, and he just threw a whole host of Marcos around a little bit, too, to gain a few extra yards.
That was a tough 4 yards. Him and Plockno.
Yeah, him and Plockno
locked horns there.
Going mano-y-mano there for a little bit. Plockno's going to need a break. He took one to the gut, I think.
2nd down and 6. Spencer Nye runs this one in 4:55 and counting in the third quarter. 2nd and 6, ball on their own 43-yard line. Living Good once again, shotgun formation. Good, going to keep it off the left side this time. And Mumford does a good job sniffing that one out. Gains about 2.
Say that week 6 Marcos Milledgeville matchup, we ended up giving, like we said, the player of the game, the Gus Mumford, and it wasn't all his offense that earned him that game. He is all over the field. He's a gamer, this Gus Mumford. Get on the bus, Gus. We say it for a reason because he does a little bit of everything for the Marcos, including driving the bus.
Yeah. 3rd and 4 for the Missiles.
I'm sure somebody else actually drove them here. But.
Yes. Ball just across their own 45-yard line. Shotgun formation once again for Living Good. Tom Smith and 9 in the backfield. Gonna hand it to Tom Smith. The backfield sniffed out nicely in the backfield. Mumford and Rowe there for a big loss on the play of about 5. It's going to be 4th and 9. They sniffed that one out nicely. So the Marcos defense does get a stop here. 3:35 and counting in this third quarter, 22-8. Missiles have it 4th and 9. Ball inside their own 40. You got to think they're going to punt this one away here,
Kurt.
Punt
team came out here. Not much of a change, but usually when Benny Mickelson runs out, we know we're punting here.
Adamick back to receive the snap from Micah Tom Smith. Long snapper. Got to think the Marcos are going to come after this one.
Everybody's standing here for the Marcos. They might be coming after this ball.
Adamick gets it away. Short kick.
Short one.
But going to take a missile bounce and down about the 42-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Marcos. 3:06 to go in this third quarter. We'll just keep it right here.
Yeah, big stop there by the Marcos. Missiles were looking to run a little clock there. They did run it down to 3 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Brooke Kappas tuned in. Thanks, Brooke, for listening. Leroy leads Galena 29-14.
Got a cousin of mine that lives down in Leroy. She was at the state games. I saw her yesterday. She was taken in the state games down in Bloomington.
3:06 as Mumford and the Marcos come back on offense.
She's attending that Leroy game today against Galena.
Mumford going to fake it to Ziegler, looking for Dewey on the crossing route, and Dewey's got it! Tackled by Johnson, but going to be 1st and 10 for the Marcos all the way down to the Missile 30-yard line.
Nice pass there from Mumford to Dewey. Connection that's been successful all year long.
28 yards, Mumford to Dewey.
Not bad coverage out there by the Missiles, but an even better pass by Mumford to Dewey. Thought Evan Shank had a chance at the ball. Maybe went up a little too early. Tackled there by Connor Johnson to ensure that ball didn't end up in the end zone.
Just inside the Missiles' 30-yard line. Marcos going quick here. 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Mumford shotgun formation. Gonna swing it to Mumford. Mumford off the left side. We tackled there by Tom Smith, but gains about 3 or maybe 4.
Yeah, a little inside sweep play goes to Mercer Mumford from Gus. 4-yard gain there.
Yep, going to do a replay of that nice strike there moments ago. Mumford for 4, but no, Mumford to Dewey there.
Yeah, he has Dewey all the way, looking at him the whole way. Just
3
over
missiles
Evan
there.
Shank's hands, yeah. Spencer Nye also back there in coverage.
2nd and 6 for the Marcos. Ball on the Missile, 25-yard line. Mumford, shotgun formation. Play action. Gonna throw it deep, looking for Dewey, and it's incomplete. Dewey kind of got turned around there, couldn't find the ball.
Connor Johnson also got turned around a little bit. Neither of them could find each other or the ball. Missiles might have got lucky on that one.
3rd and 6.
Marcos
2 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Ball just outside the Missiles 25, but the 26-yard line. 3rd and 6.
I think the Marcos took their shot there. Got mad, and they're going back on the ground here, putting the ball in the hands of Mumford here.
Kavanaugh out. Mercer Mumford in.
Mumford
shotgun formation for Gus Mumford.
2 to his left.
Ziegler to his right in the shotgun formation.
Mercer comes in motion.
Gonna hand it to Mercer. Mercer breaking tackles. He's going to have the first down and a little bit more. Inside near the 15 down to the 16-yard line. 9 yards there for Mercer Mumford.
Yeah, Mercer comes in motion. A little inside handoff from brother Gus. Thought maybe Mercer was going to try and string that one out, but I think he made the right call there, cutting that one up inside of the Missiles defense, all pursuing that way.
Marcos on the move again here. 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball on the Missile 16-yard line. Gus, shotgun formation.
Mercer went out for a play here. He's got Ziegler in the backfield with him again.
Mumford just going to keep
Run
this off
all
the
way.
right side. And, got flags all over the field. Mumford down inside the 10, but I got to believe this one's coming back.
Probably coming back. Laundry all over the field here. Coming in from all directions.
Got to believe this will be holding here.
Holding against the Marcos.
Holding against the Marcos.
Nice shot there from our upstairs camera. Going right on the head umpire there.
So first and 20 now for the Marcos. Ball on the Missile 26-yard line.
That penalty could be big here. The Marcos have a long ways to go now to get a first down.
1:29 and rewind the clock here. 1:29 to go in the third quarter. Missiles still lead 22-8, but long way to go in this one. Mumford shotgun formation. 2 to the left is Lowry and Dewey. Lowry goes in motion, fakes the jet sweep, and he's going to air it out. And, boy, he's got Rowe wide open, and Rowe's going to be in for a Marco touchdown. Nobody picked him up, and the Marcos are back in business here at 22-14.
Missed coverage there by the Missiles. Rowe wide open, not a person in sight, right down the middle of the field.
26 yards, Mumford to Rowe.
Very quickly here on one strike, the Marcos find themselves back into this game.
1:09 to go in this third quarter. So the momentum swings back towards the Marcos here.
The Missiles have missed 1 2-point conversion, so like we've said before, this is huge here.
Huge 2-point play here. Mumford, shotgun formation. Ziegler in there with him off to his left now. Went from his right to his left. Mumford takes it, gonna look to pass. Mumford gonna be pressured, still looking for help. Gonna throw it up and enter. Picked off there by Spencer Nine. The Missiles get a big defensive hold there on the 2-point conversion. But we got a ball game here, folks.
Yeah.
1:09 to go in the third quarter. Milledgeville 22, Polo 14. We'll be back after the 60-second timeout. Welcome back here to Floyd Downfield. The Marcos get a big answer here, Kirk. Mumford to Rowe for 26 yards.
Yeah, Rowe wide open right down the middle of the field. Missed coverage there by the Missiles, but Marcos back in business. Believe it or not, and I know nobody's surprised, we still got a game here in Milledgeville. Semi-final action.
Set to toe it up. He kicks it down deep. Promenschinkel going to receive it. Goes through his legs again about the 15. Now picks it up about the 13. Promenschinkel going to be met there by a host of Marcos.
Easy coverage there by the Marcos when we can't field it clean right away.
So first and 10 for the Missiles. Ball deep, but their own 16-yard line. Well, they got to go to work against this tough Marco defense here. 58 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Living good. Runs back to the huddle here. Long run there. He was near midfield. Gonna have to go quickly here.
Yeah, Living Good bringing the play in here a little late. A lot of talk over there on the sidelines with Coach Grenoble.
Adamick and Tom Smith in the backfield with him.
Got 6 seconds to get this one off.
Living Good off the left side. Pushing the pile up near.
Not much doing to the left for Living Good.
About the 18, maybe 2, maybe 3. Mark it on the 18-yard line. Second down and 8.
Little shot of the Milledgeville crowd there for you guys on YouTube. Saw Sarah Engelkins up there. She was in charge of the team dinner this week. She did tell me she served meat jelly sandwiches. That's what they had. They legit had meat jelly sandwiches.
2nd down and 8 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 18-yard line.
Football team got to find out what all the hype's been about all season long.
Could be the final play of this third quarter. Mike and Tom Smith in there, shotgun formation. Tom Smith going to keep it off the right side. And, boy, just tripped up there.
There was a hole.
Ziegler got a hand on him to trip him up, and is going to bring 3rd down.
Kicked out there by Caleb Sarber coming around, pulling. Kick out blocked by him, but Ziegler still able to get in and get a little foot there.
Bring up 3rd down and 3 here after 3 quarters of play. Milledgeville 22, Polo 14. We'll be back after the 60-second timeout. Welcome back here to Floyd Downfield. 3rd and 3 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 23-yard line. Looks like Tom Smith. Nope. Livingood going to take this snap.
Take the snap.
Shotgun formation. 3rd and 3. They need to get to the 26 for a 1st down. Livingood going to go to the left side and going to move the pound. I believe he's going to have the 1st down.
I like that you can kind of just see Livingood's got some pre-snap reads, I think. You can just see him kind of analyzing the situation. Kid's tough as nails.
Got up to the 26. The gain of 3, 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 26-yard line. Missiles break the huddle here. What a game this has been.
Yeah.
Shotgun formation for Livingood. Livingood gonna drop back to pass. Gonna throw it out to Spencer Nye. Makes a diving catch across the 40 near the 43-yard line. What a catcher by Spencer Nye, 17 yards.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not see Spencer. I was watching the trajectory of that ball. I thought that was going right to a Polo Marco player, but that dropped right into Spencer Nye with the diving catch.
Missiles trying to loosen up that Marco defense here just a little bit.
Keep them a little bit more honest. I've seen Livingood sling it around like we travel with the team sometimes and pre-game and stuff. He can chuck it about 50 yards if you need him to. And again, we talked about last week, he was a potential option going into the season, but with a kid his size and speed and what Francis and Shank showed at quarterback, we kind of needed him on the line for a while now, but
Livingood going to keep it up the middle, gains 2, maybe 3.
Livingood has ran the show for the Missiles the last 2 weeks.
2nd down and 7. Ball on the Missile 46-yard line as we approach 10:35 to go here in this 4th quarter. Missiles clinging to a 22-14 lead here.
You can have the camera pointed at them, but I want you watching the play until we tell you to record, okay? Because I don't want you to get ran over.
Wilmington up 14-7 over Dupec in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. So back 2nd and 7 for Livingood and the Marcos. Looks like Livingood going to take that. No, going to be Tom Smith off the right side. Tom Smith going to be met for a gain of 1, maybe 2.
Ziegler out there on the tackle.
Going Going to be 3rd and 6 here.
Micah Tom Smith unable to wiggle free there from the grip of Ziegler out there on the outside.
Oh, well, 3rd and 5, excuse me. Third and 5. Ball on the Missiles 48-yard line. 9:30 to go.
What the Missiles do on 4th down here might depend on what we get on this 3rd down play.
Yep. Shotgun formation for Living Good. Gonna keep it off the left side. Living Good.
Living Good's gonna have
moving the
first down.
pile.
It's
He's
gonna
close.
be close.
He might have it, Kurt.
I think he's got it if we're going by the linesman on this side. He's across. I think that's a first down for Milledgeville. Maybe bring the chains out just to double check.
Yep, we are going to have a measurement. It's going to be 4th and inches or 1st and 10 for the Missile. Ball on the Marco 47-yard line.
2 times the shine here for the chain gang today.
Yep, looks Ed Living Good, Jared Nye, Sarber. Or I might as well announce him as Saber as well.
Father Saber brings out the main end here.
You guys were built for this moment here, boys.
Don't let us down. Mr. Living Good's going to set his end down. We're going to mark it on the 45-yard line and pull her tight here.
It's the change.
Just
1st
across.
and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 47-yard line. Living Good needed 5 yards. He got 5 yards and 2 inches.
A little hidden in needing a measurement there would be it gives these Missile players where we're looking at 7, 8 kids maybe at this point that are going both ways. Had a chance to get a little breather there. Now we can regroup. Marco's a chance to talk it over quickly there on their sideline as well during that.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Living Good, shotgun formation. Adamek and Tom Smith in the backfield with him. Living Good gonna keep it off the right side. Living Good falls down after a gain of
gonna get another
3 on the
3
stop.
or 4 there. Gain of 3.
Takes the ball down to the 44-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
I don't think that wind is slowing down out there. We've got officials' pants blowing in the wind. It's not getting any warmer out there for these boys, but the adrenaline's flowing for both teams. They probably can't feel a thing.
2nd down and 7, 8:15 to go in the ball game. Missiles, 2nd down and 7, ball on the Marco 43-yard line. Tom Smith out of a wild, going to be,
it's going to be Tom Smith.
Wildcat.
Yep.
Going to keep it off the right side, twisting, falling down just after a gain.
Only going to get
about
maybe one there,
more.
maybe a yard and a half.
Going to be 3rd down and a long 5. Looks like closer to 6. Be 3rd down and 6 here for the Missiles. Ball on the 40, just inside the 43-yard line. 7:40 to go here in this 4th quarter. Yep. 3rd down and 7. Shotgun formation for Living Good. Living Good going to keep it off the right side, pushing the pile forward. Going to be a couple yards short
of a first down here.
Going to have a gain of 5. Going to be a 4th and a
long 2.
One.
Or, long 1.5. About 2 here for the Missiles on 4th down.
Ball's on the 39-yard line, 4th and 2.
4th and 2 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco's 39-yard line. 6:55 to go in this 4th quarter. Huge play here,
play
Kurt.
I was saying we've
play in this ball
went from
game.
big play to huge play here on this 4th and 2 for the Missiles.
Looks like the Missiles are just going to let this play clock wind down, Kurt, and take a timeout here. We'll just keep it right here.
This is your chance on the timeout here. On the timeout, turn to the
So 4th and 2. 4th and 2. Timeout here taken by Coach Roble. Their first here of the second half.
There you go.
And I'd like to announce the FCA S'mores Night at West Carroll Milledgeville are hosting. The FCA kickoff gathering for students at West Carroll Milledgeville. Come for fellowship, fun, and, of course, s'mores. Bring a friend or 2 along. That's in Mount Carroll tonight. The Church of God Outdoor Pavilion, 816 South Clay Street. Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
So, go get yourself some s'mores.
So 4th and 2. Oh, man, Kurt.
Yeah.
Big down and distance here.
Tension is boiling everywhere. Really, it might be the only thing keeping me warm is the blood running. Tension everywhere.
4th and 2, ball just inside the Marcos 39-yard line.
That huge play here for both teams. Marcos need this stop. Missiles need this first down. Want to run off some more clock here.
Living Good huddles up the Missiles near midfield here.
6 minutes, 34 seconds. One of these teams is going to state I8FA playoff next
Shotgun
Friday night
formation
in
for
Monmouth.
Living Good. Nye and Tom Smith in the backfield. Living Good going to take the snap, go off the right side. He's going to have the first down. Dragging defenders down inside near the 30-yard line. First and 10 Missiles. Gain of 10 yards off the right side for Living Good.
They have the ball on the Polo 29.
10-yard gain when he needed 2. Has the Missiles in business.
First and 10.
Ball down on the 29-yard line.
Yep, 6:15 and counting in this fourth quarter. Missiles can let this play clock bleed a little bit more here.
Use the play clock here to your full advantage.
Living Good, shotgun formation. Gonna keep it once again off the right side. Living Good, falls forward for 3, maybe 4. Well, 3.5. That is just a collision when those two teams meet there. Man, oh, man.
Living Good's not hitting that hole slowly. He's not hitting that hole softly. He is hitting the hole.
Both teams leaving it all on the field here. 5:35 and counting here in this fourth quarter.
They've had a heck of a time calling these last 2 playoff games. We've had the privilege of getting the call. These Polo Marcos, Milledgeville Missiles last week, Ridgewood.
Old school football.
Say, these are football games, guys.
2nd down and 7. Living Good. Going to keep it right up the middle this time and going to gain about 2. Be your 3rd and 5. Third down and 5. Ball on the Missile or on the Marco 24-yard line. 4:49 and to go in the ball game. Marco still have all 3 timeouts remaining. Missiles have used 1 timeout. Micah Tom Smith looks like he's going to take this out of the Wildcat. Living Good and Adamek off to his right.
Just Caleb Sarber alone there off on that side.
Tom Smith trying to get to the edge. Going to be another yard or 2
there,
short.
Does stay in bounds, but he's going to be short of the first down. I think that was Ziegler again out there. Was that 34 out there again on the tackle?
4th down and 2. 3 more for Tom Smith.
Yeah, Ziegler breaking through there. They went again to that weak side where it's just Caleb Sarber sitting to the right of Sidmore, but they had lead blocks from Dalton Adamek and Carter Living Good. Another 4th and 2 here for the Missiles.
4th and 2. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Missile's going to have to go hurry here. Living Good. Under center. And now the Missiles take a timeout here. They use their 2nd timeout here. They tried to rush up to the line of scrimmage and surprise them, see if they could draw them off sides. The Marcos were not having any of that. 4th and 2. Can I say it again, Kurt?
Yeah, throw it out there.
Another big play in this ball game.
Yeah. We've moved on from big, Kyle. Remember, we're on huge.
Huge play in this ball game. I think you got to keep it in the hands of Living Good here.
Yeah, say, put it in the hands of the kid that's gotten you here. Give it to him again.
Living Good unofficially. He's been the bell cow today. 27 carries, 194 yards.
I think you got to go, got to follow Adamek here. You got to get somebody else leading you up. Or you put it in the mind and the push and the body of the milkman, Jackson Sidmore, up front. think I'd like to see this play go out of shotgun, kind of give Living Good a more or less running start here. But
4th and 2 for the Missiles. Ball on the Marco 21-yard line. 3:46 to go in the contest. After this, if they're able to convert, you got to think Marco's will use timeouts, but they're looking for a defensive stand. Adamek goes up to the line of scrimmage. Nye and Tom Smith in the backfield with Living Good.
So those two people aren't in your way.
Living Good looking for instructions here.
Get the crowd. We want the players, not the crowd. The players.
Living Good going to take the snap. High snap. Living Good looking for it on the left side.
He's got
He's got room. 10,
Nobody's
5.
there.
He's going to take it for a missile. Touchdown.
4th and 2.
Unbelievable.
Couple nice kickout blocks there by Mike and Tom Smith and Spencer Nye. Carter Living Good does the rest.
Living Good goes 21 yards, and the Missiles lead 28-14.
28-14 Missiles, 3:39 left in the fourth quarter.
Oh my gosh, 4th and 2.
Come out of the timeout. They run it to the left. Quarterback keeper.
3:39 to go.
Really thinking over their 2-point conversion here, because right now you're looking at a 14-point lead.
Missile's going to have to go in a hurry. Living Good get back to the huddle with 12 seconds.
Looking to make this a
Living Good, shotgun formation. Tom Smith in the backfield.
Marcos
need
to get two 2-point conversions.
Right up the middle, spinning,
Depends
twisting.
on where he fall. I think they're going to mark him short. Nobody's putting it up.
No good.
No good.
2-point conversion, no good. 3:39 to go in the ballgame. Milledgeville 28, Polo 14. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandensville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Welcome back here to Floyd Downfield. Living Good goes 21 yards. Missiles lead 28-14 as he was down on that play. Kurt looked like cramping.
Yeah, Living Good was down on that play after that 2-point conversion. Needed a little massage there. Hopefully it's just cramps here for Living Good.
Still a lot of time in this ball game, Kurt. 3:39 to go, and you know how quick striking this Marco's offense can be.
Marco's offense is high-powered. Maybe
they still have all 3 timeouts as well.
They've got time, the players that they need.
Adam
come down to the Missiles defense.
Set to tow it up here for the Missiles. Dewey back to receive as well as Lowry. Adamek going to kick it
deep.
Going
to go out of bounds.
Oh, caught there by Cameron Daughtine. Nice hands there.
Yeah.
So Marcos will have it 1st and 10. Ball on their own 35-yard line. A slight bobble there by Cameron Daughtine, but he did reel it in.
Nice job sticking with it, though. Good concentration by Daughtine on the sidelines.
Marcos are thinking quick strike, so that makes me think it's good. Rowe got free the last time. Somebody missed an assignment for the Missiles.
Missiles got to stay with their assignments. Stick with their man. Keep everything in front of you.
Their lightning quick running back wide receiver. Got to think they're going to be looking at him.
Living Good is up and out on the field for the Missiles.
1st and 10 as Mumford and the Marcos come back to the line. Shotgun formation. Lowry to his right. Dewey off to the right side here as well. Mumford going to air it out
wheel route here.
Going to be pressured. He's got a couple options.
He's going to be hit from behind by Living Good.
Living Good gets him down. It's
Mumford,
out of
no
bounds
idea
at
he was
the
there.
38-yard line. Going to be a gain of about 3. He did get out of bounds, so the clock will stop.
Marcos tried to run a little wheel route there. The Lowry coming out of the backfield. Good coverage out here in the backfield by the Missiles. Chased down from behind by Livingood.
3:30 to go here. Clock stopped as Mumford gets out of bounds, was hit near the Polo sideline. Tracked down there by Livingood. 2nd down and 7. Ball on their own 38-yard line. Lowry and Dewey split out wide to the left.
Uncovered player over there on the other side.
Mumford,
zone defense for the Missiles.
Pass it. That pass falls incomplete. Looking for Lowry.
Missiles going zone on that one. No more man-to-man right now. Just covering their zones. Keep the ball. Keep the player in front of you. And then pursue to it. I didn't totally expect Polo to go straight to the air. Just timeouts in their pocket.
Rowe comes off the field. 3rd and 7. Ball on their own 38-yard line. Lowry and Mumford to the left. Dewey out here to the right. Shotgun formation.
Stay zone
Mumford
coverage
gonna
here.
Drop back to pass. Going to throw it to Mumford, and Mumford's going to be short of the sticks.
First down.
Be tackled there by Nye, and it's going to bring up 4th and 1.
Nice job there by Nye holding on, and then some other Missiles, and Micah Tom Smith, Caleb Sarber, and Evan Shank cleaning up to keep him short of the first down marker there.
Gain of 6.
4th and 1 here for the Marcos.
4th and 1. Clock at 3 minutes and counting.
Kavanaugh, Mercer, Mumford enter the game here for the Marcos.
28-14, Missiles lead here. 2:49 as Mumford gets back under shotgun formation. Mumford going to keep it on a 4th and 1. He's got the first down. He gains about 4.
Livingood on the tackle for the Missiles, but Gus Mumford does get the first down.
Wind the clock, 2:38 and counting.
Mercer, Mumford, and Ziegler back in.
1st and 10 for the Marcos, ball on their own 48-yard line.
Rowe and Kavanaugh exit.
Mumford shotgun formation. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Dewey's the lone man to the right here. Mumford going to drop back to pass. Airs it out. Mumford hits Mumford, and out near the 40-yard line, going to be a gain of about 12 on the play there.
Yeah, Missiles stay in zone. I think Spencer Nye potentially covering a little bit too much of the middle zone there. Somebody's got to cover that outside zone spot a little bit sooner than that.
Does get out of bounds. 2:12 to go.
I don't think you want to give the Marcos that big of a chunk play if you're the Missiles.
2:12 to go. 1st and 10 for the Marcos, ball on the Missile 40-yard line. Mumford shotgun set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, same set again. Ziegler in the backfield with him. Mumford takes the snap, low snap. Gonna air it out, gets to Dewey.
Dewey out here.
Dewey
held up.
Lunging, does get to the sideline.
Yeah,
nice job getting out of bounds. Gain of about 9 more.
2nd and 1 here for the Marcos. Ball on the 31-yard line.
2:04 to go in the ball game.
They're in Missiles territory and driving.
2nd down and 1. Yep, ball on the Missile 31-yard line. Mumford brings them back to the line of scrimmage. Ziegler to his left. Mumford going to drop back to pass. Throws it once again to Dewey. Hit at the 25-yard line, and Coach Ted Alston's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, nice job there by Connor Johnson, keeping them in bounds.
Gain of 5 there, but it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Marcos.
It's going to force the Marcos to take a timeout.
So with that, we'll take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be back ourselves.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Welcome back here to Floyd Field. 1st and 10 for the Marcos. Ball on the Missile 26-yard line. 1:59 to go in the ball game. Missiles lead 28-14, but the Marcos are driving. They found some success just hitting the short flat areas here, Kurt.
Yeah, success underneath here. The Missiles kind of giving that up.
Mumford going to air it out, looking for Dewey.
He went up and got it, but Connor Johnson able to get in there and knock it away.
Ball falls incomplete.
Yeah.
Johnson broke it up at the last second. I was kind of blinded here in the corner. Pass falls incomplete.
Sorry about that. I might have jumped in front of you, too.
You're
but
good.
Dewey had that for a second, but Connor Johnson was able to get in there and knock it loose. Dewey went up and got it initially.
2nd and 10.
Marcos took their shot coming out of the timeout on that play. Good defensive play there by Connor Johnson to knock that free. Dewey did have it in his hands.
1:52
in the end zone.
In the ball game. Shotgun formation once again for Mumford.
In motion, Missile stick and zone here.
Dewey dropping back to pass. Going to air it out, and that one off the target.
Him there. Off target out there to
Lowry.
Lowry just never quite got off his break there on that route and missed shot there a little bit by Mumford as well.
3rd and 10 for the Marcos. 1:47 to go. Mumford getting instructions from Coach Ted Alston. 3rd and 10, 1:47 to go in the ball game. Marcos have it on the Missiles 26-yard line. Dewey split out wide to the right. Mumford going to drop back to pass. Has that deflected by Livingood. It's going to bring up 4th and 10.
Livingood making noise on defense as well for the Missiles. Tips that ball. Doesn't ever give it a chance to get out to a Marco receiver. It is 4th and 10.
1:43 to go in the ball game. Marcos still have 2 timeouts remaining.
Defensive stop here for the Missiles on this play could very well mean they're punching their ticket to Monmouth. Marcos looking to stay in the game. They need 10 yards or a touchdown.
4th and 10. Can the Missiles get pressure on Mumford here, Kurt? Can the Bash brothers come through?
Alston's going to take a timeout here.
Polo takes a timeout. Polo, 1 timeout remaining. That will take a quick 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back.
Barkley Bills Company, a hat brand built on 2 staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybillsco.com. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more barkleybillsco.com hat. Wishing good luck to all athletes this season.
All right, Kurt, here's the ball game. 4th and 10 for the Marcos. Ball on the Missile 26-yard
line. One play here
line.
determines the Missile's fate next week. Marcos hoping to stay in the game here. Milledgeville going to play the game, take a timeout themselves.
Little chess match here between Roble and Alston. 2 of the premier coaching staffs in 8-man.
Yeah, both teams very well coached.
Oh, my gosh. What a ball game this has been. 28-14, Missiles lead. 1:43 still to go in the ball game. Polo is down to 1 timeout remaining. They need 10 yards to keep their season alive here, Kurt.
Yeah.
Missiles looking to end things right here.
This stop means history for the Milledgeville Missiles. A big play here by the Marcos could just cement their legacy moving. They are still 2 scores down, but they've got the weapons to do anything here.
Yep. 4th and 10. Huddles break. 2 to the left. Dewey is out here to the right. Shotgun formation for Mumford. They moved, I think.
Some movement there. I think the Marcos
went. 5 yards on the Missiles.
That ball's going to move up for the Marcos. Kind of a little play we saw out of Milledgeville last week. I think the little motion there in the backfield kind of made
much easier situation for the Marcos to convert here. Now 4th and 5.
Went hard count on that.
The Missiles.
Defense, knowing the defense really wanted that jump, wanting to get that pressure there. Smart play there by this.
Very well
Polo
coached. You know that. Mumford shotgun formation. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Mumford takes a snap.
Got to deal with
Looking
the bash.
to air it out. Gonna air it out, and it's tipped.
Tipped.
Incomplete. Shank got his hand on the ball. The missiles are going to take over.
Tip. Connor Johnson, make sure it falls.
The missiles take over. 1:37 to go. The missiles 1:37 away from punching their ticket to state here, Kurt. Oh, my gosh. He was looking. Was that Lowry in the middle?
Yeah, had Lowry down the middle. Tipped by Evan Shank. Made sure it fell down there by Connor Johnson. 1 minute, 37 seconds remain in this game. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Looking to head to Monmouth for the first time in the team's 8-man history in their first trip to state and all in football for the Milledgeville Missiles here.
They can only stop the clock one time.
Yeah.
1:37 for history here, folks. Livingood breaks the huddle here.
Missiles,
should just be knees.
Missiles just got to hold on to the ball here.
I guess with the play, with the timeout,
Say,
they are going to run a play
the ball
here.
once.
Livingood shotgun formation.
Just hold on to the ball.
Run it off the right side. Livingood gains about 1.
Everybody stay smart here. Hold on to the ball. Marco's going to burn their final timeout here. Livingood is down, which unfortunately does mean he's going to have to come out. Hopefully he's okay. More cramps.
Yep, with that, we'll send it to a quick 30-second timeout, and we'll be back.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. 1:26 to go in the ball game. It's 2nd and 9 to Livingood. Did he come out here, Kurt?
I think Livingood does have to come out to a play unless because of the timeout he doesn't have to.
I don't think so. Yep, so we'll see here. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think
he
because
is
of
off. Looks like Blake Wooden is in there, but Carter Livingood can come back in.
I think because of the timeout, that's going to allow him to come back in.
So, yeah, Missiles cannot quite knee this thing out, but the Marcos are out of timeout, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, clock will run, though, after this, unless did we take that timeout?
I don't think so, no, but it looks like it is just going to be a knee here for the Missiles as Livingood takes a knee. So as long as the Missiles take this final knee here under 40 seconds or on the game clock, 1:12 from history here for Milledgeville.
Missile fans, I think it shows respect for the Marcos here that nobody celebrating officially yet, but I imagine that when this clock starts 0, you're going to see a party here in Milledgeville tonight.
50 seconds to go. Missiles come to the side, or up to the ball, 1 knee away.
Things pretty much synced up here for the most part. We're going to take
Coach Robles going to take a.
I think we're just going to take the penalty.
So 39.5 on the game clock. 1 knee away, Kurt, from the Missiles playing for a state championship next weekend down in Monmouth. I can't believe I just said that.
Yeah. History here. Now there's some cheers coming on the Milledgeville sideline. They're feeling it. 39.5 ticks away.
We're going to get some crowd shots, some fan shots. Coaches are starting to hug. Livingood takes the knee, and that is it. Down to the final 35 seconds. We're going to watch this clock tick away here.
Watch it go.
Jubilation on the Missile sideline, folks. 70 years of football, and the Missiles are headed to state for the first time in their history.
Missile fans celebrate Polo Marcos. One heck of a football team. One heck of a season for Marcos. They're going to recover. They've been there before. They can't find their way back to Monmouth this time. They ran into a Missiles team that wanted it.
Unbelievable battle. 4, 3, 2, 1. The Missiles are state bound, Kurt. The Missiles have knocked off the undefeated Marcos by a score of 28-14. They will battle Pawnee or Amboy next Friday night, 7 p.m. down at Monmouth College. What a victory for Coach Roble and the Missiles.
That's one way to take your monkey off the back, Coach Roble, is just go ahead and send the team to state.
Oh, my gosh. Both teams meet at midfield. What a battle this was, Kurt. Two quality teams.
Does not disappoint. Your Milledgeville Missiles.
Handshakes across midfield. The Missiles with a 28-14 win.
You're still on, Bo. Just stay there. Just stay there, bud.
As we'll go over some stats here for both teams. We're just watching the celebration on the field. We're just trying to soak this all in here.
Whoop.
As the Marcos will head towards their huddle. Missiles going towards the end zone. As final stats here, the Missiles get the win 28-14.
Missile fans making their way to the field. Handshakes finishing up here in center field. So much respect between these players and coaches here in these two programs. Marcos took the trophy earlier this year.
Yep, that turned out just like last year, Kurt. The Missiles got the trophy back in Milledgeville last year, but the Marcos got revenge in the second round. This year, the Marcos come here, get the trophy right here at Floyd Dobb Field, but the Missiles get their revenge and knock off the unbeaten Marcos by a score of 28-14.
It took a home victory from the Missiles, something that neither of these teams had seen in a while.
As they're lining up already to ring the bell. One final time, the last home game of Milledgeville. They got one game left in them as they will head down to Monmouth College next Friday night, 7 p.m. for the first state championship in Milledgeville football history.
That victory bell is about to be ringing for the first trip to state for this Missiles football program in its history.
All right, I'm going to mute my mic. We'll stay with coverage here, filming it, but we'll take a quick break here, but stay live on the stream as we'll be back to wrap things up here from Floyd Dobb Field.
Lily, go ahead and zoom out. Lily, zoom out. Get a big zoom out of the whole field. Perfect.
All right, good afternoon. We're back on WCCI. Good afternoon, back up on the live stream as well. Joined by head coach Ted Alston. And Coach, one of my least favorite interviews that I always like to do, the end of a season for you guys. But, man, another battle here. I know both coaches didn't feel great about playing each other again today, but I called it last week down at Ridgewood. We were down there, and just another slobber knocker. I mean, these two teams, and just a tough one for you guys today, but another incredible year. Once again, you're into the semifinals of 8-man like you are every single year. Just talk about the game. You lost a key player early in the game. Just talk about early on in this game here, Ted.
Yeah, obviously losing him at the beginning there, that was a kind of a big blow for us. Both sides of the ball. We knew that they were going to line Living Good up and try to just power us, so having that big body in there we thought would help us, so had to adjust to that a little bit. I thought we were pretty sloppy, especially offensively in the first half, made a lot of mistakes, and just never seemed to get into a flow offensively. And then, defensively, I thought we played well, but we just couldn't stop them at key times when we needed to. And, I thought their offensive line did a tremendous job against us. I thought they won the line of scrimmage, and that was probably the difference.
Yeah, kind of a tale of the 2 seasons from last year kind of flipped. Like I said, you guys got a big win, got the trophy back in Polo, but I'll come up short here. But, yeah, just the respect I have for you guys, your coaching staff, and your program, Ted, is unbelievable. Like I said, you guys have been the class of the 8-man system. Guys, you pushed so hard for 8-man football. And just talk about just how the sport has grown, and I think one of the most competitive years we've had yet in 8-man here.
Yeah, obviously when 8-man came around, we looked at it as an option. It was either that or probably have to co-op, and we felt like the way to keep that, our community's football program was to go 8-man route, and obviously as more teams started to get into it, it's grown, and I think it's going to continue to grow, and it allows you to continue that football tradition in these smaller communities. And, a lot of times it revitalizes the program. You saw that with West Carroll, getting more kids back out and the season that they had. So, it wasn't an easy decision to make when we made that decision, but I think it was the right one, and I think Milledgeville would probably say the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, another 11-win season for you guys, and a little bit unexpected. I knew everybody, you guys, like I said, everybody knows you're going to be good, but both these teams from last year, they lose 2 all-state quarterbacks, and Nye and Salto, but boy, both these teams bounce back, especially Marco. It's just kind of unexpected a little bit, I would say, because you lost so much from last year's team.
Yeah, we did. I think we had 6 starters on both sides of the ball that graduated, but one thing about this year, we had some kids that were seniors this year that had not really gotten much playing time that kind of committed themselves a little differently than they had in the past, and really stepped into those starting roles, and very proud of how they committed themselves to the program and made a big difference for us.
Yep. Well, I'll close it out, Ted. Just want to congratulate you and the Marcos on another great season here in 8-man. Like they say, Polo, the tradition never graduates. I know you guys are going to have another heck of a team last year and expect big things out of your program once again.
Well, we'll hope so.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for Ted Alston. So thank you, Ted. And we'll bring up Coach Roble next. Back here to the post-game show here from Floyd Downfield, head coach of the Milledgeville Missiles. And Coach, I can't believe I'm going to say this right now, but the Missiles are state bound.
No, that's amazing. That's amazing words in my ears right now, and what a fun day it was with a great group of kids that have just worked their tails off. Since the beginning of summer. Seems like they've been working on football since June. So it's a pretty amazing feeling. I'm not sure if it's sank in yet, but I think it will definitely sink in this week as we go.
Yep, I've said to you a couple times and other people, just something about this team felt different. Like I said, they've come up short, been upset these last few years. Some games didn't go their way. The people had bigger expectations. Like I said, this is something with this team. It just had a different vibe to them all year, Coach.
Yeah, I would agree. They, not only just in their attitude and their approach to the game, also just the camaraderie they had as a group. It's a fun group to be around, and I'm so happy that these guys are the ones that sort of got the monkey off our back, so to speak.
Yep, so we'll go through the game here. Talk about you take the ball. What was the decision process there? You win the coin toss. You guys wanted the ball. It hasn't always worked out well for you. But, boy, you looked like a genius, or number 6 there made you look like a genius.
Yeah. Coach Noble did. I don't say that much. But, last year we deferred, and I felt Polo set the tone. And this year I wanted to set the tone, and we did that. That was a great way to start the game. And these guys responded. The guys responded because we knew the game wasn't over. 8-0 doesn't mean you're done. And we played hard the rest of the time. But, man, to put the pressure on them was huge.
Yeah, absolutely. It goes 86 yards. You get the 2-point conversion, so it's 8-0. And then you guys get another stop and up 14-0. Like I said, I don't think Polo, given the few points they've let up, I've had to believe that's the first time they've been down by 2 scores all game.
Oh, yeah. I think they were down early against Hebron, maybe round 1. But, yeah, that was huge for us. Get a little disappointed we didn't get the 16 there, but, hey, beggars can't be choosers. That was a big series for us. Then, unfortunately, on defense, we gave up a long run and let them sort of claw back into the game. But we knew that was going to happen. They're a good football team. They can score lots of points. And overall, I thought our defense did a great job today shutting them down.
Yeah, 2 premier defenses. I thought it'd be a slobber knocker. I know some people didn't even know what that term was last week. They learned a little bit about football.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just still up 14-8 at the half, and they get the ball. That's huge to force them to a 3-and-out to start that second half.
Yeah, that was massive for us. I told the guys at halftime, hey, that's his first drive of the half is going to be huge. And we stepped up and made some great plays. I don't know. I think they went backwards in that first drive. I remember right out of half. So great stop for us. We got the momentum back, and, we just ground the ball out. I think I heard that Carter had almost 200 yards on the ground, which is just amazing.
Yeah, yep. I had him unofficially over 200 yards on the ball game, I believe. I had him down for, 216 yards. And that last drive stayed on the line.
Yeah.
To just use up more clock, like I said, and to cap off that last score. But I don't know, 2 and maybe 3 4th and 2s you guys convert. Just talk about that drive there, setting up that final 21-yard run by Carter.
Yeah, that was a huge grinded out drive. The O-line did a great job just moving the pile, especially since we're pretty undersized compared to them. It was, we have faith in our guys to get it done, and they did it. And just chewed that clock. I mean, I felt we got in the fourth quarter, and then next thing I know, I look up at the clock, and there's only 3 minutes left of the game. What a great way to put the pressure on and keep the pressure on and, then force Polo to try to respond, which our defense then shut them down as well.
Yep, so next Friday night, state championship game of Pawnee or Amboy. That game's just underway, I think, down there in Pawnee. But 70 years of Milledgeville football, Coach.
Wow.
This is the 70 years, first time we'll be fighting for a state championship.
That is music to my ears. And these guys have worked their tail off for it. Happy that the coaching staff has worked so hard for it. It's great for the community. Hopefully we have a great fan base there come Friday night, because it's going to be an exciting one.
Yep, Coach, I know these players deserve it, but I want to say you deserve it as well, what you meant to this missile program. Great leader of these men, and just congratulations to you. Well deserved.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right, that's going to wrap up our coverage on WCCI. We'll keep it right here on the YouTube show. We'll be right back for some player reaction as well. All right, welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field, home of the Milledgeville Missiles. First up, Spencer Nye. Spence, a hard-fought victory over your biggest rival. Talk about the atmosphere and the crowd here today, Spence.
When I walked down the hill, I actually slipped down the hill on the concrete, and I almost did a front flip, but all I could see was just fans down the hill, and that was awesome.
Yep, so we've got about 5 players up here for the Missiles post-game coverage, but we're going to go quickly through them all, but just talk about that feeling as that final clock rang zeros. As you guys, 70 years of Missile football, and they've never been to state. Just talk about what you're feeling at the end of the game.
I'm still, I'm just lost. I can't believe it yet. So I think it'll hit me this week when the charter bus picks us up to go down to Monmouth.
All right, well, that was Spencer Nye. We'll join next up is Micah Tom Smith. Micah, congratulations there, sir.
Thank you, Kyle.
I'll start with you. One quick question for you. First play of the game, what did you see? Who led the blocking there around the corner? You took it to the house 86 yards. Just talk about that first play of the game here, Micah.
Yeah, I saw Carter and Dalton were out in front of me, and I was like, this is looking good. And I got to the sideline. I think I broke an arm tackle or two, and it was off to the races from there. Just to start the game like that, it was like Friday Night Lights.
Yep, you put the fumbles away.
Yeah.
I was riding on you all week there, Micah, about how many times you put the ball on the ground. But
I had a bet with Coach D, too. Every fumble is 50 push-ups, and we're not doing push-ups.
All right, what was running through your mind as the clock's hit 0 and you guys are headed to state for the first time?
I mean, it was a surreal feeling. I felt amazing. I saw my crowd. I saw Coach Robles smile. It doesn't get better than this, really. Being your rival at home, it just doesn't get better to go to a state
with
championship.
state on the line. Congratulations,
Thank
Micah.
you.
Up next here, Johnny Football. Connor Johnson, number 7 for the Missiles here. Connor, you were a lot of your duties today blocking on the line, but tracking down Noah Dewey, an explosive receiver, but you guys held him in check. Just talk about that defensive matchup here for you today.
So basically I'm a DB that can't cover, so they only throw it to Noah Dewey. That's their probably the best wide receiver on their team. But, yeah, he's a tough matchup every time. I think last time he got the best of me, but today I got the best of him, I'll say.
Yep, and one thing I want to comment on you all season, you could have been, many other teams, you're going to be the number 1 option as an explosive and athlete, dangerous weapon. But here you just kind of did your job. When you're needed on offense, you do it, but you do all the other things right. Just talk about this team chemistry here.
Yeah, I will say, nobody really bickers at each other. Every now and then you'll have a little argument, but in the locker room we're pretty well together, especially with everything that's happened this year. But, yeah, we really like each other, I guess.
All right, and what was your final thoughts as you seen the clock hit 0 and you're state bound?
Well, I don't know, when they were on offense, all I was thinking was, if I let one of these guys catch this ball, I'm screwed. But once we got the ball back, I was all excited, and that's a dream come true probably.
All right, well, congratulations, Johnny. Up next, Evan Shank. Evan, congratulations there, my man.
Thank you.
And another hard-fought battle with the Marcos. With you, we'll talk about you were supposed to be the quarterback most of the season, and you didn't get to do that very often. One game at quarterback. Just talk about you've adapted, tight end, defensive back, how you went on through the season here.
Yeah, right away, right when I got hurt, I knew I probably wasn't going to be able to throw. So I just asked Brad, texted him, and asked if I could play receiver because I knew I probably wouldn't be able to play quarterback.
Yep, so you've done a great job, one of the key pieces of the team. And you had the final knockdown for the Polo offense. Just talk about your mind there as they were throwing it to the end zone on that last play. You were able to jump up there and get a hand on it.
I almost missed it. I mistimed my jump a little bit, and I was pretty nervous, but got it.
And last thought, what went through your mind as the clock's hit 0 on Carter's final kneel down there?
There was nothing going through my head. I was just
not even meat jelly sandwiches or anything like that?
Nope, nothing like that. I was just super excited.
Well, congratulations. Looking forward to covering you next week.
Thank you.
And now, the man of the hour, Carter Livingood. Congratulations, Carter. Oh, there you go. Yep. Yeah, you can run an offense, but not a headset here, Carter. Carter, congratulations. You were the bell cow. I seen you cramping up there during the game, but when you had over 30 carries with the final kneel down there and over 200 yards, just talk about the line there and what you've seen there from the quarterback position here.
I mean, I can't thank my line enough. I mean, we don't got the biggest line in state, but they move guys, and it's awesome running behind them, following my blockers. That's the biggest thing. Just trusting that my guys are going to be more physical.
And what was different about this team? Like I said, we've come up short 70 years of Missile football. We've been to the semifinals before. I can remember a vague one. We were up 18-0 in a semifinal here years ago and ended up losing it. I was talking to Coach John Nessemeyer before this week. He said, why not us? Or what can be different? Like, what do we got to do to break through? Just talk about how this team did it.
Yeah, I mean, we came in fired up. We played without fear the whole game. I mean, if something bad happened, we were turning around, making a play the next time. And, I mean, we played like we knew we were going to win. We played with confidence.
Absolutely. And I'll ask you what I asked them, too. That final kneel down. Coach is celebrating, crowd going nuts. What was going through your head there?
Trying not to cramp. I mean, I didn't want to be on the ground again while we were celebrating. But excitement, I mean, Roval comes onto the field, and that's an amazing feeling. It's surreal.
All right, well, congratulations. I'm looking forward to calling one more game down next week at Monmouth. Congratulations, Carter.
Thank you very much.
And I'll have Kurt Folk jump back in here to wrap up our coverage. Back, Kurt, jubilation. We got caught up in the celebration a lot, like I said. I know this
extended post game here. I finally remembered that we were on the radio and YouTube. I should probably get back up here, so apologize for that. But we're Missile homegrown Missile fans. It's great to see this for this program. These boys, good kids. We see them every day. So nobody deserves it more than them and that coaching staff. So
yeah, all 23 of them.
Yeah,
it was a team victory. Like I said last week, everyone in the scout team, they needed every available player last week, battling through the bug stomach issues. This week more healthy, but. Yeah.
People, the JV squad people helping out at practice, preparing this team. I think it sounds like coaches jump in on scout team here and there. We got Ryan, Kendall, Zeke, Isaac Tom Smith helping out, so running, showing some different looks. So it's whole team, whole coaching staff effort. The Missiles did it. They're on the trip down to Monmouth. First state appearance for the program. Great to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Missiles get the victory over the Marcos. They flip the tables on them after losing 30-14 in week 6. They bounce back, get a 28-14, and head to state next Friday night for their first ever appearance in a state football championship game. That ought to be a lot of fun next week, Kurt.
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, I don't know who's covering it or if we're covering it or what's up quite yet.
We'll work details out with Dwayne. Yeah, I know WCCI as well, but we'd love to do a version of our own broadcast.
Love the opportunity again to call these Missiles one more time this year. This is a special team. Truthfully, they came out today and they wanted it. They were playing to win the day. I do think I missed the Missiles Marco playoff game last year, but I, of course, went back and watched it when I got back from a trip to Colorado, and you just not sure that team really ever was playing to win the game. This team came out to play to win this ball game, and they took it. So.
Yep, unbelievable. What a year it's been for the Missiles, and they get one more game. They made it to the end, and they'll either battle Amboy or Pawnee.
Yeah.
That should be a good game. 2-0 over to the TSSR Live. That's going on right now on our other channel there as well. Have not heard a score or update from that yet.
Yeah, we said the four best teams.
Not underway yet.
Still hasn't started yet. We still got 6 minutes to go for that game to go. Kind of cool. That's a 4:00 start. We can go watch that, see who we got. But I think we said at the end of our game last week, the 4 best teams I think were left in I8FA playoffs here, and we'll have to see who it is. Pawnee and Amboy, both really good teams. That's fixing to be a good battle down there. So.
Yep, like to thank Brooks Wilkinson making things happen here as well all day, all year. He's been the man behind the computer. Bowden, get him a little camera time.
The camera.
Can you, Brooks, get up here, show your lovely face here. He's the man behind the scenes that makes us look good.
Lily's still up top, I think, so.
Yep, and Bowden running the camera all year, Lily Biller, and TSSR Dwayne for the opportunity to use his platform and promote 8-man football all year, and it's been an exciting project all season, Kurt.
I think Coach Alston talked about it a little bit, but this 8-man game, it's growing. I hope it continues to grow. These small-town schools need this chance to keep their identities, and that's what I think you saw Polo and Milledgeville both do. Not that we couldn't have made a co-op work if we needed to go there, but to still be the Marcos, to still be the Missiles, play some football, I think that is huge for communities, programs. So let's keep this moving. Let's keep this program moving.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up our coverage. Once again, your Missiles are state-bound. They get the victory over the Polo Marcos 28-14. Join us live next week down in Monmouth as the Missiles will battle for a state championship. Thank you for listening, and have a great afternoon.